This morning in a pretty big way. We have not only futures higher, individual stocks higher. What is the power of one single truth post? About 1.5% at this point, coming off a absolute tanking on Friday for not only individual stocks, the overall market, if you missed it, sharply lower heading into the weekend, including some follow through after the market closed on Friday. Very rare for a Friday afternoon. Futures in general, though, as I mentioned, back to the upside this morning. Trump coming out saying, it's all good. Don't worry. Everything's fine. No one needs to worry. No one needs to panic. Everything's fine. He'll deal with Xi. He'll deal with China. Yeah. I think trying maybe to provide some stability, trying to maybe provide some calm ahead of their meeting coming up here. It sounds like it is going to take place after on Friday. He literally came out and said, there's no point in even talking at this point.
That's true. I can't even talk. It's early. $2 trillion market posturing ahead of negotiations, of course, at the APEC summit. Widely expected to meet between the two leaders in South Korea at APEC. Brendo, it's going to be really interesting here because we saw a bit of a reversal with respect to the tone that President Donald Trump was sending out to the market. You know, it was a very aggressive tone on Friday vis-a-vis two different Truth Social posts. The initial one is the one that tanked the market around 11, 12 o'clock, and then there was a subsequent one later on, I believe, actually in the aftermarket, which sent markets even further down. Crypto coming down to about 107,000. Major liquidations there, Brendo, as a lot of leverage positions really saw, liquidations. I just want to mention Bloom Energy as well, Brendo, here absolutely flying to the high side on a possible deal that they're striking with Brookfield, a $5 billion investment. They're up almost 27% here in the pre-market. This is not a small name, almost $26 billion market cap.
Yeah, and one that can get going if it wants to. Welcome in, brand new week. We're going to get Fed Chair Powell coming up tomorrow. We're going to get all kinds of Fed speakers between now and the end of the week. Remember, CPI probably not going to happen this week. They did say at the end of last week they were going to kick it down the road and release it closer to the end of the month. Trade the Pool Day around here. Our friends are from Trade the Pool in-house. Mitch Hoke going to join us on the show here in a couple of minutes. A ton to talk about as far as individual names are concerned. Oracle moving this morning. Tesla, as we mentioned, moving around here this morning. Even the banks on watch ahead of earnings season, guys, right around the corner. It's great to have Sean back in the chair. Good morning, guys.
And hey, everybody, we've got our Blue Jays hat on over here, Joe.
Yeah,
glad to be here.
Tough loss last night.
Fine. Thanks for allowing me on your show, man. I really appreciate that. I know it's been a minute. I'm trying to keep a little bit of a low light going on here. I got so it's right eye only right now. Now I hear Joe in my ear.
There we go. Well, apparently I was muted. So
I better take this out.
What's going on here?
I
hear myself as well.
We hear Joe in our ears. That's okay. But anyways, it's great to be back. Neil.
There we go.
A little under still, so we'll hope for the best for him, and hopefully he can come back ASAP. But we've got Joe in here, and we've got the Trade the Pool guys here. So we've already, we've met Mitch. We've had some good talks already here today. We're getting ready to rock and roll. We're going to have the conclusion of their contest today, which should be a lot of fun. We'll see who the big winners are and whatnot. Mitch is in the building. Get over here, Mitch. Just real quick here. Let's not. There he is.
Money, Mitch.
He is in the building. No one's going to hear you unless you hold this. There
What's going on, traders? How we doing?
Is it on at least?
It's on.
Hey, you know it.
Sure it's on.
There,
ready to go.
Yo money is in the house.
You know it.
No flexing over here. Maybe
you can flex. You can flex. We're allowed to flex around.
We getting out of here, guys. I'm ready to go to the Jays game tonight. It's going to be a good game. It's a winning type of day. It's a winning type of day.
You already showed me the hat.
Yeah, already, baby. We got club seats. We're ready to go.
Club seats. Okay, Trade the Pool. There you go.
Hey, we're getting after. We're going to make some money today. That's what's important, right? Everyone out there.
Shirts or what?
Of course, man. We got it ready to go.
Okay. Limited
risk, baby.
What about maximum risk?
Boom, baby. Let's go.
Skin in the game. I like that.
Get the skin in the game, boys.
I like that.
Hey, everyone get after there. Hey, first though, happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Give thanks, and get ready, because We're going to give some good tips today. We're going to be ready to
Why
get
is
after
Canada working over here? There it is.
There we go.
Canada,
There
baby.
You are now in the best country in the world. Congratulations.
Crossed over.
No, I better not say that.
Don't tell Trump that. Don't tell Trump that.
Don't tell him.
Always start stirring it up. Thank you, Mitch. Great to have you here, man. Speak about countries. Wow, what a day there on Friday, where we had China v. USA, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Once again.
And I'm glad that the United States is pushing, well, President Trump at least, not really pushing back, but just coming out saying everything's going to be okay today. Because I know on Friday it was looking like a little bit of a downside push there. I don't know if you were short or too much over there.
Actually, I was
flattening out some of the Bitcoin you
had. Yeah. So I closed as soon as that news dropped. Adara brought us that news, and I'm like, you know what? Let's get out of some of these contracts. I had a bunch of IBIT contracts rolling, and then we just closed those. But yeah, we were short the market. We were short the crypto space as well too. We caught NVDA around the tops and got a little bit of a move to the downside. So yeah, I mean, a lot of good stuff there. What's up, Adam? Thank you for that $5. I don't even have a bang or anything along those lines there. Let's see. Yeah, but I don't. Oh, no. Yeah, Neil's not. He's not really. He's a I'm more of the. Let's hit it as many times as we can. But no, in all seriousness, I mean, he come out and said the relationships wasn't going that good in the talks, and then sure enough, you get that aggressive sell-off. But the market was slightly toppy, and then when you get a 3% pullback, especially in a secular bull market, people start to buy dips, and you can see this morning we're really starting to gap up as well too. So 2.5% on Tesla, 5% on TSLL here. So yeah, I mean, let's see what we got going. I'm thinking maybe an additional fade this morning. Let things continuously rise and grind higher, and then potentially look for a move back to fill this gap from an intraday standpoint. So that's what I got on my radar. No names in particular. Maybe we'll look at the Qs and Tesla and some of the crypto names, but other than that, let's see what we got going here momentarily.
All right. Thanks, Joe. We're going to get this. We're going to get this audio figured out. I know it's probably fine for you.
I shut my thing off on Unity.
Oh,
so.
you're not logged in either.
No, I'm logged in. Why? Maybe I am or I'm not. But
we'll
I
figure
just
it out.
Turned my thing off.
All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to look for things to buy. I mean, I thought AMD, was on such a huge run. A nice little pullback down. I actually wanted to buy. BABA came pretty close to that 150 level, so we'll see. That's up huge today as some of these Chinese ETFs really battle back. I mean, what a move there on Friday. It's too bad, because there was the indication, and as you had said there, you had heard the news, gave you some opportunities to sell. The best part about it was this is a 1 minute chart, and you had multiple 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. There was a lot of opportunities to get into that short, and as long as you were short pretty much all day, you were fine. I'm actually looking to get back in, not back in, but looking to play longs here. I think on advanced micro devices, Joe. I mean.
You like the long?
I like the longs today, yeah. I just like the longs in general because, and again, maybe it's a FOMO situation. There are traders that take Fridays off.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I just wonder about coming back in here today, traders that maybe held positions into the weekend or something like that. They're now seeing a 3 or 4% jump. They're hearing that everything possibly is going to be okay. So what's the next play then? Potentially average into some of those longs. If you're out of the money now, maybe you bought something, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this news hits you don't ever want to sell. You're lucky enough to sell immediately.
Yeah, I was.
But I know there's a lot of traders that don't, from 3 o'clock and on, you don't really sell. You're hoping for that bounce.
Yeah.
And then now today you're getting that bounce, plus you're getting, I'm hoping, tailwinds of more positive talk out of the president. So.
So what happened was, Katina, man, the news dropped, and we seen the Bitcoin in the crypto space move aggressively. I was fortunate enough to get out around 1%, like 1.5%, and then Ether dropped 7% throughout the session, ridiculous. And IBIT was down like 4 or 5% at one point, and then he posted something else, and then sure enough, there was an additional sell-off to the point where Ethereum was down 14% and Bitcoin was down 10%. So I'm like, I was so thankful. I was looking for more in the trade, but just holding those contracts, I would have given away all of my profits. That's 4 figures right there, and then some. And I would have been negative 4 figures, and I'm just super thankful that we got out of that position. Did we lock in what we wanted to? No, but we are positive on it. And sometimes you just have to take what the market gives you at the end of the day. So
okay, we're gonna go back to the desk in a minute, but looky at this chart right here. Look at Tesla. Tesla held on basically by the skin of its teeth.
Yeah.
Like, it was almost through this gap area back into 360, 370. We'll see if they can continue to hold. All right, happy Thanksgiving. It is Thanksgiving around here, so we don't have Randy today. We don't have anybody.
We got Obi though.
We have no security here. There's Obi. What's going on, Obi? Failed surgery, Obi. Who is that over there? Is that Obi? No, it's fine. Everything was great. Thanks. Yeah. So far.
You're seeing better.
No, I see worse right now. So I still have a bandage on my eye. Oh, I didn't realize Obi's. Look forward, Obi. That's okay. We're talking.
Yeah.
Well, Obi, look forward. There we go. See, now you can see. There you go. There. Now he's on. Oh, you're in the red today.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, Obi. What's up with that?
All right.
I was just saying long, Obi.
There may have been more sellers than buyers on Friday.
Maybe.
Speculation.
Obi, I don't even know if his mic is on or live or whatever. No one can hear what Obi's saying, so who cares? No, he's just saying there was a lot of sellers on Friday. So not that who cares what he's saying. No one can hear him.
No one can hear him.
So it's great to have Obi back in there. I hope you guys had a great day, obviously on the weekend there. So, oh boy, people saying Obi looking sharp in red over there. Okay, Obi.
Bang.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of you guys lately, man. Obi, you, Sharif.
What do you mean seeing a lot of
switching the hosts? Or
yeah. Well, I mean, what did we do on Friday? It was our Thursday, Friday.
Oh, they did hear him.
Sharif
do you have
and
your mic on?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go back over to the desk. I'm going to put my earpiece in, and hopefully I can hear something.
All right. Hopefully not me.
I can hear you still.
Oh, man.
Great. All right.
All right, this guy's here. Mitch has joined us, going to hang out for the morning. It's a three-shot. I need to move over a little bit, make it a little more cozy in here. Welcome to Toronto, first of all.
Yeah.
Give me your initial thoughts on our wonderful city here.
It's very New York-like.
Yeah. Busy, right?
It's the New York of Canada, we'll call it, right? But it's been fun.
Yeah.
Great
what
food.
time did you get in?
I got in like at 4 or 5 yesterday.
Okay, so you got a little first impression.
A little. Was able to make it out to the market, Lawrence Market.
Nice.
It was fun.
Saw the Sunday. I mean, Sunday night traffic's not bad, but wait, you'll get into the heart of it coming up here. Speaking of what's coming up, we're gonna get Michael Noss on here in a couple seconds, get his Monday morning take on not only what happened on Friday, but what we can expect going forward. Because without CPI this week, looks like we're not going to get CPI. What does the market have to look forward to as far as technicals are concerned? Andre, whenever you're ready, there he is. Michael Noss, you know this guy to my left.
I've seen him once or twice, yeah.
Probably a little more than I do at this point. So, yeah, we're happy to have the guys from Trade the Pool here this morning. So, happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Happy Thanksgiving.
If you're celebrating today. Hope you enjoy your day. Let's talk about the technicals here, because there's a lot to get to as far as what happened on Friday, not only for indexes, but individual stocks. I mean, a lot of these charts that we've been talking about, you and I going back and forth here over the past couple of months, kind of look broken at this point. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, so it's really going to be interesting to see if we just bounce right back up now that we got that whole just kidding tweet. But it seems like, and it felt like this was a liquidation event. This was a deleveraging. And I think you saw that more in the crypto markets than anything, where you had, I think it was 16 billion that was just liquidated in 20 minutes is the biggest stat that I read. So it felt like this was a moment in which the market was looking for some excuse to kind of let go. And when things started, they just started to kind of roll downhill. So that actually created the first step of what I'm going to talk about today, which is very interesting, which is the potential of a swag breath thrust. And I don't know, I'm sure a lot of the audience was here the last time I talked about this, but I'll explain it again anyway, because this is one of the most powerful signals for potential reversals that you can have in the market. It doesn't seem to matter where it happens. I know everyone's like saying, what reversal? We're down like 4% off all-time highs. But this last circled area that I have on the chart, this is the last time we got a swag breath thrust. So essentially, what this is we are looking for an event in which there is an overwhelming demand or supply of stocks, and that pushes the breadth lower. So just think about it. We're looking at a chart of the SPY, but we're actually, the lower indicator there is looking for what's going to happen under the hood. What are the individual stocks doing? So if you have a whole bunch of stocks selling and selling under the hood, regardless of what the overall index is doing, That sets up step one. And then step two is you have an overwhelming demand for stocks that push the individual stocks right back up very, very quickly. And I believe we have until Thursday to do this. My chart's a little bit lagging, but we did kind of cross under that area. So we're looking for more stocks, about under 40% of stocks making new highs, then quickly back to over 60% stocks making new highs. So I hope that makes sense. But just think about it as everybody wants out, and then moments later, within a couple of days, everybody wants back in. And not the overall index, but again, the individual stock level. And again, you can see, I remember I was talking about this breath thrust that happened right in that area. That turned out to be an amazing spot. Let's take a look at a couple times, other times in history where this has worked. The next chart is going to be the 2022, 2023 bear market. You can see I had one kind of little bit of a fake out, but it actually ended up higher about a month later. And then the next one was the one that really kind of took us off there. This last chart, no, we can go to the next one there at, yeah, go to chart there. That is the 2019 breath thrust, which again, this is very familiar too, because we are having, you know, trade war talks with China. We have Trump bullying JPOW on Twitter. It's all kind of normal stuff, and you can see that happen as well. So I grabbed this chart, just FYI, this is from Perplexity. So I haven't vetted all of them, but it seems to be about accurate. So this last chart is what happens 1 month later from 1943 to date after this Marty Zwag breath thrust. And you can see a couple times it's red, a whole lot of times that it's green. So what we need to see, again, to have this complete this time, is just a couple days of kind of relentless buying. And just looking down here now and seeing the markets gapping up 2%, we are getting close to that. And this would be a very interesting event because as I went through history and looked at them, most of the time you have these breath thrusts at lows. I can't really see any times that they've happened at or near highs. So I don't want to get, you know, too ahead of myself, but if this happens with the kind of 92%, I think, win rate on it, it could be very, very interesting to see if there was a whole bunch of people liquidated at the bottom that have to chase back in and chase back in higher.
All right, interesting note, and I want to go back to that very, very first chart you were looking at there. A lot of people were talking about, and you and I included, going back to April of this year when we had the bottom after the tariff tantrum or whatever you want to call it. The initial move back higher, no one really bought into the argument right out of the gate and said, oh, this is just going to get sold. We're going to roll over again, make new lows, and this is going to continue to the downside. Wasn't the case. We've just blasted off since there. It kind of feels like this is the way that these types of events are happening now. You get the initial shock and flash to the downside, and then it gets bought back up in an instant. And if you're just away from your monitor even for a little while, you almost miss your opportunity.
Well, there was it was a funny study that was kind of funny that they Fidelity went through and they grabbed their customers and they bucketed them by which of their customers made the best one, and the bucket of the customers that made the most amount of money in Fidelity were ones that had passed on and nobody had claimed their account yet. So it was a direct correlation between not logging into your account and kind of how much money you made. And I think you're right. I think that's indicative to this market where, you know, everything, just like what happened in the tariff tantrum, is everything is being done now with a tweet. And it seems like it can also just be undone with another tweet that we saw a couple days later. So if everything is kind of smooth sailing from here, then yes, I think you have a couple phenomenon that's happening, right? I've been talking about the commitment of trader data on here for seemingly an obnoxious amount of time, for almost a year. And the large institutions are still not positioned incredibly bullish in this market. So if we're having this kind of catch-up trade where every time things dip, there's these people waiting on the sideline, either in short positions to cover or in cash, then really, as long as whatever has caused the down thrust is undone pretty quickly, then you can have these spikes back up. And I'm still going to be saying that this is probably going to happen until we get this unwinding of this big short position.
Happy Thanksgiving, Michael. Good to see you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It looks fantastic behind you there. Michael, I got a quick question for you. So when we get these aggressive sell-offs where, you know, sometimes they manifest in a bit of a V-shaped retracement, are you looking for any recovery time relative to the downtime? So here's what I mean by that. So when you get an aggressive sell-off like the one over here, if we're able to put it, Andre, it was basically down in a red line. This is the tariff tantrum. And then when you look at the recovery, it's like almost 3 times as long as it took to get from where we were to the area lows. Do you look for any sort of recovery time duration for the V-shape?
Yeah, and I think that's a real good power. I saw you had some moving averages on your chart from those moving averages. You can look at a long-term one, yeah, like the 200 there. Yeah. It flattened out a bit, but it never turned negative. Now, in prior longer-term bear markets, you get this flattening out of a moving average and then even, a downward sloping 200-day. And, one of my mentors always says there's nothing good that happens under a 200-day downward sloping moving average. And I think that can be your guide, because if we're under, even if we're under but not dramatic for a long period of time, you start to get these moving averages kind of slope lower and kind of give a sign of, okay, this one might take longer. And again, the 2022, 2023 bear market is a perfect example. A lot of stocks got killed there, but it wasn't nearly as dramatic on the way down, and it wasn't nearly as dramatic on the way back up as this one. So I think it's one of those, the faster you go down, the faster you kind of rip back up.
All right, good stuff. Michael Noss, have a happy Thanksgiving. I don't know if you're trading today, but best of luck if you are. Otherwise, enjoy your turkey coma later on. We'll see you again later.
Happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one, guys.
Thanksgiving, yes, sir. It is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it is.
Canada one more time. Yeah, look, I think Michael's. I was just looking like AMD touched 206. Yeah. In the after hours there on here. I have it right here. On Friday. So it's just kind of like you got to be able to watch out. There it is, 206.50, right? Bouncing all the way back up to 220. I actually like the AMD long today. It's one of the first names that I've gotten written down here off of for potential rebound. We do have that, bid area around 210 if we can get into there. But I do like some of these longs catching through again here today. And Joe and I were just talking about like potentially which way, like Drake was saying, which one? We're going to get it all figured out here. But right now, the Nasdaq's up 1.67% and looking like potentially this could be a decent long. There are areas where like USAR, there's LAC, there's some of the, metal mining names that can work on a day like today. So I don't know if we need to be throwing too many darts at tech plays. I just put actually out here in the Twitterverse. I was showing people this. We was out in the garden. Oh, yeah, on Friday, I brought my son. He was obviously at home. There was a PA day on Friday. We went to our local bakery, and oh boy, man, Joe, like I'm trying to be on some kind of a diet up in here. But this is the local bakery there. It's a nice Italian bakery. And oh boy, the veal sandwiches right there. There's the veal. You got some pasta, some penne, some sausage.
What'd you get?
So there's a Montreal, this was Montreal smoked meat. And these rice balls, arancini, oh my God. But anyways, see, this is the problem. You see, I don't know who this is. Yeah. Oh, and the fresh pizza up here, it's these construction guys. These guys are taking all the food, man.
Yeah. They want
you got to get there before lunch, and it's a good spot. Well, first of all, you get the nonas working in the back here, all right. Getting you all the food and everything. But no, and then we went to the garden. Then yesterday,
have you ever been to Camiso's Bakery?
Camiso's?
Yeah, obviously.
Have you seen the Netflix special about
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I love Camiso's, man.
Yeah,
I love Camiso's for other reasons, but great bakery.
San Ramos.
San Ramos in Royal York.
Royal York, yeah, that was my own neck of the woods.
Oh man, now you're Marissa. There's a bakery called Freebird, which is in between Kipling and Islington West End. Yeah. And she brought home these pistachio filled croissants, and they're creme. Like there was some good stuff. Anyways, I went on the scale. I think I gained like 2 pounds over the weekend.
Oh my! I don't even want to get started.
No, I don't want to go on there. But I can't. So I just can't swim for.
Because you don't want to get any of that. You don't want any of that.
I get on the elliptical and do all that. But today I'm going to any of that public. I'm going to the Leaf game today, and that's at 2:00.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyways, Bloom Energy today. Some people. I asked everybody what we're going to trade. If you like money, you're going to love silver. Okay, what's up to Sebastian? Thank you, Sebastian. Is that you, Sebastian? Silver could be a hot one. We saw gold starting to rip up a little bit there today. Didn't Bloom Energy got a deal with Brookfield here? So Bloom Energy, a name that's been talked about on the show a couple of times. It might have even been talked about by Mitch or by Michael, but there goes BE. Nice. I mean, look at this move here today, guys. Yep. Up to 110, up $26 as we need to power this whole move, and Brookfield, their property group, trying to get involved with that as well. So, yeah, man. Yeah, did JP Morgan, isn't it bank season today?
No, tomorrow. I think we're gonna fire up the banks tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, I saw Morgan Stanley.
So what I'm looking at here also, continuing, is some of these names that are going to be drastically hit by some of the Chinese tariffs. So we have the likes of a rebound in the overall market, but look what's happening to Amazon. Heavily reliant on China with the e-commerce business. So I mean, you're getting this move. This is aggressive, 226 all the way down to 211, and then now you're trading at 218. So all this overnight trading. Shout out to Obi on Blue Ocean last night. That's crazy, bro. Okay, I won't be doing that. Yeah, you need to get more sleep. See, that's the thing. I need my sleep, otherwise I get frustrated very easily. And when you get frustrated in this game, you make the wrong decisions. So at the end of the day, good rested sleep. I mean, we watched a little bit of the Blue Jays last night, but we got a gap up this morning. I'm keeping my eyes out for this potential intraday gap fill, and it's going to be across the board. A lot of these tech names, but in a group like Amazon, who's heavily reliant on the Chinese market, I think I'm going to look for the continuation in the fade. This just might be a pop-up. We can head to some higher time frames. I mean, Katina, man, I don't know if you were tuning in on the show, but we caught two really nice NVDA longs on Thursday on Friday. Thursday on Friday. So I was just trying to live up to my guy over here. But we're also heading towards some key support levels. I don't think the selling is done just yet. There was a lot of talks about frothiness in the market, and now we're experiencing some liquidity grabs, mass liquidations, but I think there's going to be a little bit more of some downside. Could I be wrong? Absolutely, but I like the break of these support levels. Anything south of something like a shelf like we're experiencing in Amazon, I'm going to be looked to be a buyer. And I talked about putting on a potential swing here with Amazon in the near future. The more selling, the better for me. Why? Because I can buy it at a cheaper price.
Like that. We are ready to rock and roll, man. It's almost 9 o'clock here. Yeah, Joe filling in. I'm in basically against doctor's orders, but you know, I'm looking at these screens and it seems to be okay.
You might have to rock the blue
I tried to put on the blue skis here, but I don't know if it kind of highlights. It almost makes a different.
Oh, does it? You know.
I'm not sure if it's any good.
All right.
For this.
I like it. It's a good setup you got going on there.
Like,
might have to. Yeah, I might start wearing hats as well.
Oh, sorry, you can wear. Yeah, man.
All right, brother. Let's see.
I got you. Whatever you want.
You know what? It's winter. We're rolling into the winter season, so beanie season.
Given we can wear some
beanies, yeah, why
Bad
not?
man she loves.
You know what I mean? So like Parkdale swag.
Okay,
The hipster swag, man.
Okay, I don't mind that. Yeah, you got the glasses, a little beanie action going on
exactly.
there. Are you gonna wear those smoker gloves? You know where they have the half hands, so we can trade.
That's crazy. You know? Do you wear gloves?
You remember those smoker gloves? I don't smoke. What do you mean? No, but
I'm thinking about the gym ones. You know how everyone.
Yeah, those are the same kind of ones.
No.
Imagine we start wearing those.
I can't. No, don't talk to me if you're wearing those. That's
I bet you should.
I make fun of no, Shane.
He probably does.
No, he's got the callous. I make fun of Selena for wearing them.
Oh, does she?
She wanted gloves, so I bought her them. And then I'm like, yeah.
You remember those? I don't know, when you were in high school, I don't know if they still exist, man. They were the gloves where they turn into the mittens.
Oh, yeah.
They have the full, and then you can take them off.
Yeah, exactly. No.
I know you're talking about the gloves. I know what you're talking about.
No, I'm not going to be rocking
Too much lifting, man.
Yeah, too much.
Yo, which way to the gym, bro?
That way.
That way, okay. All right, cheers. You got your water?
Yeah,
it's your water?
We're not supposed to cheers water, bro. Hydration nation.
No. What do you mean not supposed to cheers? Do you know what we do around here?
He's agreeing over there.
Who's agreeing?
There's no cheers. You got the coffee.
I gave him a coffee mug, and he's like, how come there's no booze in here?
There's no Baileys. It's Thanksgiving.
Where is the alcohol actually?
We got a little bit in the from Nimrud. We still got the Icelandic.
The Icelandic vodka from Nimrud?
Yeah, we can fire that up.
Oh my God.
Bright and early. Hydration nation.
You're right. Almost died cheersing this water.
That was me the other day.
There it is, man. Everyone says
let's go.
Everyone says Neil is gone but never forgotten. Yes, he'll never be forgotten, especially when he's back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, okay,
pretty soon
go Bills.
Minus another host over here. Oh, the Green Bay Packers took care of business yesterday.
Go Bills. We can't go what's for lunch already.
Did Neil die? That's a good question. I didn't get emailed if he did, but...
I never caught the email either, just in case.
We were talking about yesterday, Neil and I were talking about our Survivor pool picks. We rolled the Packers. You know the Packers have only lost one game, and the Cleveland Browns have only won one game. And do you know that
the Ravens? Ravens have only won one.
I know, but I was getting to something.
All right.
But the Green Bay.
Let's go. All right. Don't get to the point.
The Packers only loss is to the Browns, and the Browns only win.
Oh, it's
so it's like we lose. Anyways,
coincidence.
Forget about it. It's 9 p.m. It's 9 a.m. Do you know where your kids are at?
The Baileys.
Mine are hopefully sleeping right now. You know, Nasdaq making a move higher, so I'm going to put this in my ear and figure out what's going on. But let's go back over to the desk.
First off, Disney moved earlier on a Taylor Swift headline. As it pains me to say that. There's not much follow-through or volume behind that, but a couple of people are saying, what's going on with Disney? Taylor Swift programming coming to Disney Plus, whatever that means, for December. So heads up to anyone watching Disney this morning. I was just checking out the earnings calendar here. Guys, we get bank earnings this week. So we are officially back into earnings season. I mean, traditionally we kick those off with banks, but just high level thoughts on earnings season here.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be all about the interest rates starting to cut down, right? And how that's starting to affect them. But of course, it's been really hot trading. So I'm looking to see Goldman Sachs kill it again, like they always do on trading. So I'd be looking to see that this sparks the kind of the next rally, right? We really got to be this kind of lull week right now, where I don't expect too much this week. But once the earnings start kicking off again, I'm looking for things to start going back up. And we got to be keeping our eyes to see big tech, because big tech's the worry here. I think it's the one that can continue the rally, but also the one that can bring it down too.
Especially if our friend DJT starts talking about China again.
Yeah, let's keep those China comments on the side here. But I think he saw the SPY in the weekend. So someone showed him the chart. That's all we needed.
By the way,
that's all we needed.
You crashed the market on Friday, just FYI. Sharif, you want to check out the market here? We'll get
Absolutely, Brendo. Let's start. So we closed out substantially lower than where we started out on Friday, as you guys already know. We lost 6,600, but we closed out at 6,695. So right around that 6,600 point area. We're gapping well above right now. We're actually knocking on the door of 6,700. In fact, that's the overnight high, 6,706. So we're going to continue to use 6,700 as resistance until we've cleared it substantially. If we lose the bid for whatever reason, we start selling off, we're looking at 6,650 as support.
Doesn't this feel, guys, a little bit like what happened back in April, where we had the initial flush? I mean, it was like 2 or 3 days long, the initial flush, but then the recovery was just lightning fast. We'll see if there's follow through. But anyway, if you haven't done so, grab that. It's free. Use that watch list link, or if you head down to the description in this video, top link there will get you to it as well. You need your email address, and then it comes right to your inbox every single day. Top of that list today, Nvidia and AMD. That's still, I can't take my eyes off these banks. JP Morgan coming up with earnings, as we said, Goldman Sachs as well. Very, very strong. There's Nvidia, speaking of very, very strong here this morning. I mean, this is what, we'll call it 50% back from what happened on Friday, if you include the aftermarket. That is quite the reverse candle coming into play here right now on Nvidia. I mean, AMD, all things semiconductors.
I gotta talk about Broadcom right now, because we're getting a headline right now. Broadcom is up 10%. On the back of this headline, Brendo, OpenAI, Broadcom plan to deploy 10 gigawatts of custom AI chips over the next 4 years, reports the Wall Street Journal. So right on point, Brendo, because we're talking about AMD and Nvidia. Broadcom, another mover here for custom silicon. You like this? Sam Altman really wanting to create his own chips, custom chips. Broadcom, who better to do it for Sam than them?
Yeah, there's already been headlines with them kind of working together to create that custom chip, right? And I think this is just opening the door further and further for this run. I think Sam Altman's really the CEO right now to watch. We usually watch Elon, but Sam Altman's the one to watch right now.
Yeah, CEO.
Any meetings that he's having with anybody, anything like that, they're watching them. I'm sure they're tracking his plane too. So I think you continue to watch this, and I've been watching AVGO. We just saw it in a nice flag pattern. It just started to pop back over that 340. So I think this is a really good level now. Now you got the support of a catalyst with a technical run. This is what I like to look for, right? Multiple variables working together. The story is good. The technicals are good. The fundamentals are good. Now we just need the market to play along today.
We sat here last week, at the end of last week, and literally said, who's next? You know, there's this deal, there's that deal, I mean, they're doing deals with everybody. And we said, who's next? Here it is, AVGO. Again, if you missed it, OpenAI, Broadcom announcing strategic collaboration to deploy 10 gigawatts of OpenAI designed AI accelerators. So that's just coming in. Broadcom, absolutely huge, guys. Touch on that, touch on semiconductors, on you.
I mean, there's another deal. It's another deal being done by Sam Altman and company.
Yeah, it's so we initially had to move down there on AMD. I mean, I was just saying to Joe, like, where's AMD where's OpenAI gonna get all the money to do all these deals with all these guys here? So I don't know. I mean, I guess they keep on raising in the open market, and that just keeps on working. But there it goes right now. This is already gone. It's like meme crazy right now. We saw this starting to go to the upside, and we're like, what exactly does this mean for its competitors? I'm gonna try to go long on Broadcom. But AMD also had a nice dip down. This is actually the name that I'm looking to get long on in and around that 220. So again, with more deals, it's not just going to be AMD getting these deals. It's Nvidia, it's Broadcom, it's all the chips. They're using all the chips. You know, so to me, I think that's a little bit of a negative story for an Nvidia and for an AMD, because if all of a sudden, if we can deploy power and use all of this, you know, AI sort of boon, and it's not just, you know, with the big guys, with AMD and Nvidia, we can also play the game with Broadcom. I just wonder what that means for sort of the stranglehold that Nvidia has on the market share, right? Like, if all of these deals can be made with different, you know, we saw AMD and Intel, and Nvidia and Intel, now all these deals with OpenAI, maybe Nvidia, we know they have the greatest chips in the world, that's been proven, but maybe we can survive on lesser chips. You know, Sam Altman keeps talking about how OpenAI, the ChatGPT, they're burning, like they have too much information, and they can't keep up with all the processing power, so he needs all these gigawatts to come through. Well, at some point, it's going to be a Marvell. I mean, it's going to be a Marvell story. I'm assuming Marvell's starting to head to the upside here as well, as we get some picks and shovels need to be used into this. It's actually only up 4%, but not moving too much on this news. I like the story there. For me, it's an AMD dip buy story, because AMD's been anointed the next one a little bit here as it starts to break out. Nvidia now pulling off $3 or $4 from their all-time highs.
Well, I mean, with AMD, Sean, at the beginning of this AI boom, it was supposed to be NVDA and AMD. There was 1 and 2. These guys were supposed to be going neck and neck, obviously with NVDA having the better chips. But at the end of the day, when we talk about Sam Altman and company, just getting his hand in essentially almost every basket. And we talk about the bubble. Well, look what he's doing. He essentially, at this point, is the bubble. So he's in with AMD, he's in with NVDA. Now he's making deals with Broadcom. So, I mean, at what point is it going to say, hey, enough is enough? And then how much compute do you need at the end of the day to continuously grow this? So they're spending a lot of cash. They're getting the 10% stake in AMD as well, too. But I think at some point, someone in the chat mentioned this, it's starting to get a little bit crazy. But by all means, you got to go with the flow and see if anything really comes out of it. But they need to monetize. They need to monetize it a little bit more, I think, in my opinion. You want to start seeing a return on investment, Sean. Right. Because what's all this CapEx for if you're not going to make money on it at the end of the day?
I mean, I'm a little nervous about the OpenAI IPO, to be honest with you. If they're losing money now, you know, ChatGPT has to be monetized. I know you use Copilot, and I know that's going to be Microsoft, but all this is already embedded into the system. Yeah. Google still has, obviously, Gemini. There's just a lot, and
But they have other things going for them, like the likes of Google. Google's not solely reliant on Gemini.
But what is OpenAI reliant on?
GPT.
And is that going to be too much of a problem here? Like, they're the ones spending all. I don't hear Gemini or Google looking for all this power from all these guys. Sure, they have the cash to buy it, which I'm a little bit feel better about at Google. I worry about OpenAI. It's not a public company.
No, I'm agreeing with you on that front. It's like, at what point is too much too much? You know what I mean?
Oh, God, Raider Trader's in the building.
What's he saying?
Trader? I don't know. We're going to find out right here. Shout out right here. We got I Am Charlie's here, $20. Sean, what's up? Nice skater boy look. Yeah, you like that look? Is this a skater boy look? What's up, Charlie? Thank you for all that. And here's Raider Trader. Yeah, so he is now trading with SMB. So there he goes. Thank you so much for that. He has a Trust Me Bro STI symbol STI. So we'll give a look to that as well. Thanks, Raider Trader. He's back in the building. STI Mobile, right? Oh, no, Solidion Technologies. Okay, here it goes. Starting to go a little bit right now. So we'll have to wait to see what's going on with this, up 102%. I believe this might be on our radar today. Oh, you know what had a horrible situation was Beyond Meat with their convertible notes. 0% their convertible notes, 97% claimed, which is crazy. This right now, this whole company is now going to basically be on debt. So the shareholder is going to be left with nothing here as everything gets converted. So you're going to have to basically see the end of Beyond Meat. Were you ever a fan of Beyond Meat, Joe?
Actually, I was a vegetarian for a year and a half, but I ate eggs. Yeah. But in my early 20s. Why is that a fail?
You ruined 1 year of your 20s by being a vegetarian?
No, I was actually in the best shape of my life.
Definitely health. No, vegetarian is cool. I mean, my brother's a vegetarian. You're going to see my brother. He's a vegetarian. He's coming through today.
I ate eggs still, but Beyond Meat, I ate
So did you ever have Beyond Meat? Like, no. I felt like it was too...
No.
I had it a little bit, because there was a time there where my daughter was vegetarian, and we were doing... But it's all that soy and sodium.
See, I avoid that. So what I did was I switched from soy burgers to black bean and
okay. Or like
a lot of
falafel.
people were telling me about I never really got into falafel. No. I was just more or less vegetables, a lot of vegetables.
Oh, you know what makes oh man, the mushrooms. What's the thick mushroom called?
The shiitake?
Or not shiitake, those are smaller ones that you can put. Portobello.
Come on, you're Italian. You're supposed to know this stuff, man.
Okay, you want to fight? We're doing a lot of things over here. I forget.
Yeah.
I say huge mushrooms, you go shiitake, so you're not even in the same ballpark. Portobello is pretty close.
This is Broadway?
Maybe I need more vacation time. Maybe I'm still... Oh, the thing is, too, for this laser surgery, they gave me Tylenol 3s.
Damn.
And a little something else. I didn't even take Advil.
I was going to say.
I didn't even take Advil, bro.
Okay, cool.
Well, first of all, you know what Tylenol does, acetaminophen,
Oh, you got to watch it.
I don't want Donald Trump saying it does something to PRK, like, vision.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude. So, I mean, so you're good then. You tough it out.
I always tough it out.
All right, man. There it's
Brennan wants me to come in, I come in, man.
That's it.
Further damage the eyes? Who cares?
What do we need?
We need more hosts in the building,
brother. We don't need those. We don't need those.
Maybe I won't be in.
Well, I mean, see, that's the thing. The Lord was blessed enough to give you 2 of them, so
I appreciate that, Joe.
So there you go.
What's up, Vinu? Vinu in the chat as well. Thanks, Vinu. $20. Is VCIG worth buying? We're going to get to all of these in a minute, Vinu. So let me check it quickly.
Talk about Oracle here, baby.
I keep forgetting we have Money Mitch on the desk. We got to go back. We got to go back over to figure it out. I'm over here rambling about portobello mushrooms over here.
Yeah. And shiitake mushrooms.
And shiitake. Okay, VCIG up 20%. VCIG actually just pulled back, just quickly over to the chart because we got a super chat. That pulled back right into the 50-period moving average on the daily. So I actually can say that that's not a bad spot if you're going on VCIG. I actually don't mind that. So, all right, back over the desk. It's 9:12, everybody.
No, guys, I'm ready.
Mitch offering up his services for a long-term hosting deal here. A couple things real quick, then I want to get to what you guys are up to today. CRM, there was a headline on CRM, investment into a startup, some sort of startup procedure in San Francisco. Will support new AI incubator hub, specifically in San Francisco campus for CRM. And then there was a note on Google there as well. It didn't move at all, but I'll get that in a sec. If you missed it, there it is. A $9 billion investment into South Carolina through to 2027 from GOOGL. AVGO is still going. We'll touch on that. Give us a rundown of what you guys are doing today.
All right, guys, so it's the last day in the competition. It's the P&L challenge time. If you made it this way, you already beat Ackman. So congratulations to everyone that beat Ackman. Wasn't too hard to do, but we'll go ahead and now get to the P&L challenge where everyone's competing. Is a reset. We all got $1 million in buying power, and it's time to make that $1 million. So I'm ready to get after it, guys. I'm going to be getting on the desk really after it. We're going to be getting you some trade ideas, of course. You know Money Mitch is ready to go. Hey. Watching some metals and minerals, going to watch some healthcare trades. And, of course, we'll be watching some good old genomics trades to see if it starts to get hot. But ready to get after it, guys. It's going to be a fun day. And, of course, Trade the Pool is all about limited risk trading, right? We control the risk for you. and you get after your trading. So if you haven't checked it out before, go ahead and take a look, guys.
Mitch going to hang out with us for the remainder of the morning and throughout the day as well, and keep us updated on how that is going. Let's talk Oracle here, back to the upside this morning once again. I mean, pick a chart. It kind of looks like this. Huge move to the downside on Friday, including, as we said, some follow through after the close. We're back about 50% higher here. Oracle actually looking better than most right now.
Yeah, they're announcing a new defense ecosystem or joining their defense ecosystem or new members. So they announced a second cohort of that Oracle defense ecosystem, which is what they're calling a pioneering global initiative. Kind of designed to accelerate the technological innovation and strengthen capabilities in the defense community. They're talking about emerging threats, Brendo, which demand fast, secure, and collaborative innovation. So another hat or another ring they're throwing their hat into.
You and I were talking about this just a second ago, the simple fact that this was one of the early ones that you were looking at.
Yeah, and they've been all over it. They have the good hype words, right? They were the first ones to bring nuclear conversation up, and you see it there. What's the first 3 words in the PR? Oracle AI world. There's a reason why, guys. They know what they're doing, and they're going to go ahead and continue to focus and ride on the hype. So I think we continue to watch for them. It's time to see an Oracle recovery. Let's see if it comes into play.
Yeah, nice bounce so far, guys. Thoughts here for ORCL?
I mean, listen, you get this massive gap up, strong forward guidance. Things are starting to cool off here in Oracle, right? Off of that point, 345, let's see if we can get a percentage metric. We're currently down 15% off of that high. I mean, I think at some point, I don't know if we're going to fill any more of this gap. 280. I think that's going to be a solid support level there. But things are really, really frothy. And we were talking about the likes of AMD before. You get those massive gaps up, and I think it's just really, really difficult to be buying up here. So for things to cool down and come into certain levels, 259, 260, I think that's more warranted for me. Is it going to happen immediately? No, I think things are going to take over time. It may take a little bit of time here in order for that to hit those levels. But at the end of the day, I think you're going to be just fine in Oracle. And again, I wouldn't be buying it all the way up here, Sean. I would wait for an additional pullback. I mean, bear market territory, we already did the percentage metric from where we were at, where we peaked out to down 15%. Another 5%, which we roughly touched around here, around 270, you hit that 20% down. So that's bear market territory. But for me personally, I think more of these gaps need to be filled in the likes of AMD, Oracle, and all of these, not necessarily cloud providers, but just everything to do with these GPUs, I think need a little bit of cooling. And you got to be patient on them, because when you have these monster runs from the April lows, NVDA doubling, Oracle up 40% off of those earnings prints, you just got to let the exuberance relax and cool down a bit before you decide to hop in some of these names. Because other than that, you might just be sitting in some chop and be like, what am I doing? There's no specific direction right now. So for me personally, I think it's a wait a bit and let Oracle sell off a little bit more there, Sean.
Yeah, no, I like Oracle. We saw, again, that big buyer was that OpenAI buyer. Now we're hearing about all these other deals that OpenAI is starting to create. So I think we do like Oracle here at the end of the day. So I still have VCIG over here. I was looking into that a little bit more. But yeah, up to 300. I mean, you're just at a key level of 3 bills. So we're going to see if it can hold. I mean, I think this is a buy the dip name. Their earnings report wasn't that great, but now you're trying to fill that gap. It looks like we're trying to bounce off of it. That 260, I don't think we get down to there. So what about a 275? But I'm not super excited, to be honest with you, about Oracle here today. I'd rather it get into some of these levels, Joe, like sort of what you were talking about, or we try to get to the back. Right now, it's kind of in that middle range. I'm going to pass on Oracle for today and pass it back over to the desk.
Lots of these guys are deep into Oracle discussion here. I mean, there's so many opportunities in the market right now. It's crazy. Tesla back to the upside again. Again, pick a chart. Kind of looks like this. Absolutely horrible on Friday. We're gapping up here more or less 50% in the pre-market here, including with Tesla. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't even count how many positive notes here this morning for Tesla once again.
Brendo, this is an important market for them, even though, you know, that the global supply chain of rare metals doesn't directly affect the Shanghai facility because, well, they're getting their raw materials from Shanghai. Whoa, I'm really zoomed in there. But everything's fine. So in the first half of 2025, Brendo, they sold about 263,000 cars in China, making about 40% of the global deliveries. Tariff-related disruptions or Chinese export curbs could indirectly hurt the battery supply chains. Mitch, what do you think about this?
I think we got to continue to watch the lithium prices also, because lithium prices are starting to spike. That's going to cause an effect on the margins of Tesla, right? But I think we all are just looking ahead, right? I think Tesla is now all about the robotics side, and we got to hear more and more mentions of robotics now. Yeah. So look for Elon, of course, and he got that nice incentive. He's focused. I would not be betting against Elon here. Before, when he wasn't focused, yeah, we could all have been like, yeah, that he's not Tesla focused. Now he has the true incentive to take it to the next level. And one of the things that Elon loves the most is a challenge. And now he has that challenge. And you know how he is. He's just going to go after it and get there.
You have your down payment already on Optimus?
I would take one in a heartbeat. You know, the only thing that I hate doing in the house is laundry.
Exactly.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Really well.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh boy.
Oh, and especially if it can iron clothes.
My God!
Now we're talking.
Have you been talking to this guy?
It's 3 hours on a Sunday.
What's going on?
It's crazy. Tesla guys, are we liking this start at least today?
Oh man, Joe and I love in the chat right now. Yeah, no, Neil, despite performance, has not been fired, guys. I mean, come on, man. Oh man, it's too funny. Okay, so for Tesla, look, I kind of it's been furloughed, not fired. No, as you know, just real quickly here on Tesla, it's just, to me, it's just kind of still in that middle, right? I mean, I'm agreeing with Mitch and everybody over there on the desk. I think this is a robotics story. But the thing about it is they just released those new models. They're cheaper models. I think they will add to their delivery numbers. Their delivery numbers will improve moving forward. So we definitely like that sort of thinking, right? So I like it at these levels, but on the daily chart, I still think we can get into that 415, which is basically, I mean, oh no! Where I got to get that chart back up.
Oh,
here.
what'd you do?
No. I got it.
Bang!
There it is, right here. So I was going to say, like, although we got into 413s, 412s there on Friday. Remember, there's going to be that exuberance right there at the end of the day. I still think this is a decent buy zone right here for Tesla, 415.
Okay.
So let's wait to see if we can get into there again here today on a move down. I'm actually switching. I'm thinking about shorts now instead of all of the longs. So we're gonna get that all figured out right now. But yeah, we welcome Joe back here today. We'll hope that Neil can come back ASAP. Yeah, that's what we're looking at for Tesla right here today. Yep. You know, other names, we had Ford to the downside last week as well, breaking down. We had that fire at one of their plants. That was a negative story there for Ford, or one of their suppliers about their, well, I think it was aluminum there, so that's not going to be good news there. But look what the level they're at. They come right back into 1150 again there, Joe. That could be a good bounce area for sure there with Ford. And then General Motors, one of the cheapest names. I don't know if you guys are looking at PE. I know Mitch might know. GM's PE is under 10 right now, and you're now getting a nice pullback for GM as well. So this has been a nice move back. But hey, if we don't like the car companies, then why in the world am I buying car companies? Actually, I think one of the names that Mitch was talking about before was Toyota Motors. So there's plays here as well. But a lot of these names have pulled back, right? Even BYD is not having a great moment now. So I think you stay away for some of these car names because you're looking at cars. Oh, you got to use that mic. Now you're DJ. Now you're DJ Joe. Okay, DJ request right now. But they're on me right now still, Joe. So
that's fine. That's fine.
There he is. There
we go.
I see how you're holding the mic like you're like a rapper. Like, are you a trader or a rapper?
I mean, I'm both, man.
So you're ready to drop that mic.
No, but in all seriousness, guys, if we could pull up my screen, I agree with you, Sean. And this is what I was looking for across the board in a lot of these tech names, is that you see that this shelf is being formed around 422. But what I'm looking for is anything south of these support levels, I'm a buyer up. Why? Because I believe the market is going to rebound eventually. And when you're starting to buy things, do you go all in at once? Absolutely not. I'm not going to go in full risk right off of the jump. So essentially, if you're looking at this from a swing trade, what you want to do is south of here, you get those opens lower, and then essentially you just look for that continuation. You can run into like I wouldn't put it I wouldn't put it past Tesla to go back to and test this 367 level. Is it going to happen immediately? No. But if you look at Friday's session, you're dropping $30 just like that. So it's not going to put you too far away from those levels, especially if you have an additional selling, aggressive selling session. So what I'm going to be looking for, and it's across the board, you know, Sean looked at Ford there. It's the same thing in the likes of Amazon. You can see a lot of these tech names are running into key support levels, and I want anything south of them. So again, I'm looking at the tech names. Today, for me, potentially a fade. We know that the delivery numbers in Tesla and China were fantastic. The EV tax credit, we've seen an uptick via that as well too. So once now that that's completed, that selling's in, everything might be priced in. And if the tariff talk with Donald Trump and President Xi go half decent, better than what the market's expecting, then sure enough, you might see an additional rally in some of these tech names.
All right, let's get back to the desk.
Yeah, quickly, 5 minutes ago here before we get rolling on a Monday. Let's talk crypto here real quick. Huge move down over the past couple of days. We're stabilizing a little bit here. Looks like 112.5, 111, kind of the level here for Bitcoin. I mean, individually, there's not much catalyst today, but lots of volatility here.
Yeah, it was really ugly to watch over the weekend, Brendo, and into Friday. A lot of this was leveraged liquidations, forced liquidations. I didn't know this, but apparently there are 20 times leverage products on Coinbase for crypto. So that's terrifying. A small move obviously forces a liquidation, and that's what we saw. I hope everyone was prudent enough to have some dip trades ready to pick up some of those, because I think we hit 107 ever so briefly.
Yeah, I picked up a bunch of fart coin, right?
Come on, Michael Noss.
Yeah, where's the fart license plate? I'm waiting for it, Michael Noss.
Mitch's going to hang out for the rest of the morning here and throughout the day and check in with his trading. Stand by for that. A couple minutes to go before the open, guys. I mean, Intel on there as well. There's a downgrade today. What's your thoughts on crypto?
Yeah, maybe like crypto, the more Bitcoin sells, the more you're just going to probably buy at the end of the day. As Sharif mentioned, just some of these leverage products are absolutely ridiculous. 20 times Sharif, wait, you don't want to get involved with the 20x there just for some giggles? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And again, mass liquidations as well too. Billions and billions of dollars of people who are just extremely over leveraged. I'm in some contracts. That's leveraged enough for me, right? IBIT, and we sold those immediately. So for me, personally, like we see it in the likes of Ethereum down 14% at one point, and then Bitcoin being down 10%. We're tapping into some of those key support levels, and I'm talking about that shelf once again. Let's pull up the actual underlying asset on BTC here, Katina, man. And it's the exact same thing from a daily standpoint. Is crack this. We have the break already on Ethereum, but anything south of 106, guess what? I'm going to be an aggressive buyer of. I don't think we're ready to rally once again, because we have rejected that 125-ish level on multiple occasions. So I think that a little more liquidity needs to be absorbed before we head back to the northeast there, guys.
All right, I'm just getting that sticky note out right now. So what I wound up buying on the weekend was I actually bought some Ripple. I bought some XRP down there around 230, 240. So we'll have to watch out for that. And remember, there's XRRP, or there's a bunch of...
UXRP.
Oh, UXRP, yeah. So there's a bunch of different names. UXRP, we don't have that one right now. But there's a bunch of names to look at. I mean, I think IBIT is one of the more popular ones, obviously, as we continue to look over here. I'm actually switching my favor to a little short right now. So we're going to have to watch Bitcoin breaks through the 50-period moving average. So that's interesting to me as well. Let's watch out for this market right now. I'm a little jittery about it. I was thinking about long. I'm going to put that sticky note out right now. Let's go back over to the desk, talk about Intel, then we have 2 minutes left. I got on my trade the pool hat now over here. So Mitch on the big desk. Oh, we are not going back to the desk. We are not going back to the desk.
Okay, so do we talk about Intel, or do we just get ready to rock and roll?
Go for that, man. Go for that.
I mean, as for Intel, guys, we know, I think, just some of these big time tech names starting to invest in it. It's like everybody was partying once they get struck that AMD deal. It's like, yay, they finally got a customer. And then sure enough, 26.44, and you gap up $10 there. And this is what I was talking about, Sharif. It's just another big time move. But you know what? I think there's a play outside of, you can still look at some AI in a way, but there's plays outside of companies that are GPUs, CPUs, and all this this computing power. And what I want to look at specifically is some of the banks, Katina managed, the JPMs, the Cities, the Goldman Sachs, and everything along those lines, because they're starting to sell a little bit here, down 5% JPM off of those highs. I think it's a buy, and especially considering if they're looking to move some of the business onto the blockchain, they're going to become more efficient, and with that, you're going to get that margin expansion. So I like what the banks are looking like here in the near future, and they're going to be reporting tomorrow, starting tomorrow.
Right.
So I like it a lot.
So another stock we have here, Amazon, up at around 220. We're going to look to see if we can get some 220 short. Do I have to hit the button for the opening? I don't think so. You got it. Okay, so we're about to hit the button right now in just 2 seconds. We have 10 seconds left before we open. We got to thank our sponsors at VinFast, ticker VFS. Make sure you do scan that QR code. They are sponsoring our opening bell. Here we go, man. It's 3, it's 2, it's 1. We've got Joey Options right now on the desk. We've got Money Mitch on the desk. We've got Trade the Pool in the building. We are ready to rock and roll here. Welcome to Canadian Thanksgiving. The energy is back, baby. We are here right now. Pleasure to be with Joe on the desk. Let's see what we can wind up doing. AMD, right away on my mind, I'm looking short around that 220 area right now. We are now underneath VWAP. We're underneath the 50-period moving average. Let's see if 219 comes into play here. But nice little move upside right now to start the day. I was going back and forth with AMD, whether or not we liked the long or the short. USAR was another name that we were looking at here today, as this metal name continues to climb a little bit higher, up 16%. There goes AMD. The name I also liked was Amazon near 220. We'll see if we can fade that play right now. But the market just kind of a little jittery off the open. A nice little move back to getting us flat. So a little bit of a dip there, Joe, and now a little bit of a rip. So we're going to figure this market out. But I'm not into anything yet. You've got Joe and Sean right at the bottom. You'll see our trades as they flash through. We'll go to Money Mitch. We'll get an update when and if he puts anything on as well. So right now it's Tesla. We're watching out for this one. A nice bounce off 421 right there, taking out 425. Right now goes Tesla. I got my mind on AMZN and AMD right now, and you guys let us know in the chat. I'm going to put up that graphic in a couple minutes, and we'll get to know which names everyone's looking at.
Oh, your sticky note graphic there.
No, the one with the visualizer, with the voting.
Oh, okay, the voting. Yeah, we want to get that one up there. We got the question one as well, too. There goes Tesla starting to rip to the top side here, guys.
Big time.
I like this. I like these moves. The higher that the market climbs, the more likely I have a good chance for a potential move back into the volume-weighted average price. So I want to see these names rip. We had that aggressive selling come on Friday. Now, let's see if that continuation, I don't think it's just going to be phased out just like that. I think there's still going to be a little bit of worry within this market. So patience, patience, patience. And the more extended that we get to the top side, the more I like it. But there's at some point you have to come to the realization, it's like, hey, we think that there might be no shorts here today. It might only be longs. There you go. You got a trade alert. You're going short AMD. I like that. It's holding. Are you out at the break of 224, or what's the game plan on that one?
Yeah, exactly. Good call there. Yeah, so I'm looking at 224, 223. So right now we're 50 cents. We're 50 cents in the money over here right now. We'll start to cover a little bit of this. As there it is, man. We'll take some more out. We just went short 222. I mean, I was looking at these levels up at 224. I had written down I liked the 220 break and take, so we'll have to wait to see if we get down into there. But right now, there it is. Now it's $1. Now it's $1.30 right now. Mitch has motivated me, baby. We're $1.30 in the money. Let's see how low we can go right now on AMD. We're cracking through the 200 period, Joe, so we got to take a bid right there. We're short at, there it is, yes sir. We're short at 222 right now. There's 220.50. We're back in the building right now. Nice movement to the downside. So we'll go one for one and we'll wait on that one. Why is there we go. We're breaking 220 now, Joe.
There you go.
This is your first, this is not a dollar club. This is $2 club right now. And look at my Big Bear AI. I know I asked Mitch about this a couple times as well. There goes BBAI. We really love that name. But for right now, man, we're going ones up right now. One for one. We'll sit around and see what happens with AMD as it's looking pretty good.
The stock is down, but you are. Oh, my brother.
That's okay. That was, relatively not as dramatic. I would have liked a little more dramatic there, but that was okay.
It was pretty good, though. We'll take it.
Here comes the 220 break. Maybe we go a little more short on this 220 break.
All right, yeah, so good look there. We got the TQs. I like a potential short here, maybe in the overall market. As you can see, we're starting to head into some key support levels. So I think if this 597 starts to snap, see, there it is. Guys, we have our risk profile defined. Let's get short a little TQs here, just in case these tech names want to continue to sell off. But if the likes of NVDA want to start rallying, then we want to get out of Dodge. So VWAP 101, there it is on the TQs. We'll start relatively small here on this name to see if we can get a break of that key support level. And if we happen to punch through it there, Katina, man, then sure enough, we're going to be sitting on some pretty.
What do you like on TQs?
What is it? So the break of 597, that's going to be on the Qs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a 101 break. It's on my note right here. There it is, man.
There it is.
Mitch, we are now $3 in the money
There it is.
right now
What
on
is going
AMD.
on here?
So here we go, man. Spin it one more time, and we're waiting for TQs to break. And there it goes, man. Nicely cooking right there. 219 and change coming in for us right now on Advanced Micro Devices. Let me know if we have to go over.
Yeah, we're supposed to go over to Adara here.
Okay, what's
I
up,
don't know why I
Adara?
can't catch these, Phil.
Keep an eye on Boeing, actually really strong this morning. We know BA is maybe going to be in watch with regards to the China and U.S. back and forth here on trade, but also at 9:30 a.m. we have this announcement here. Boeing and their airline partners are setting a new standard for their parts authentication. Apparently, their 8133 certificate will certify the airworthiness of parts. Boeing popping here off the open. No news, by the way, guys, no economic numbers at 9:45 or 10 a.m. At 12:55 p.m. we will get Fed's Paulson, a rather new Fed member, speaking. But other than that, nothing to worry about in terms of economic data. Back to you.
To get to the downside right now, thanks, Dara. Apple also starting to cut a little bit here. I don't know, what's your favorite Apple, like a Macintosh?
No, Gala.
Gala Apple.
Yeah, you gotta throw the Galas up there.
Yeah. Call there. That's my favorite Apple.
That's
as
good.
But right now, Apple, no likey. As you're coming to the downside right now, no vision, no problem. We got now $3
finally
on Advanced Micro Devices right now. Now we have the TQs. So now we're short, breaking that 101. Let's go.
Okay, we're not the same. What are we at here?
You're long TQQs?
No, I'm short TQs. I think we have the same price, identical. I wanted to get in 50 cents earlier. This is what I'm talking about. 101.62 was my primary target. You're short. I'm at 93. Oh, we have the exact same short here.
Why is
what 93s?
Yeah, why? Okay.
I wanted 101.62. Huh?
I wanted 101s.
I wanted 101.62.
Oh, Day Trader LA, thank you so much for the 25 bucks. I need a coffee like right now, like crazy. Randy's not here. I don't even have no coffees this morning.
It's chaotic
right now.
It's chaotic. It's chaotic. Pardon me?
What? You can order Uber Eats. So, Ramin, you want me to host the show
and
order Uber Eats coffee?
Not for everyone.
Come on. Yeah,
from where?
Ramin just said yes. That's true. That's true. Thank you, Ramin.
Okay, there we go. Thanks, Ramin.
She said I'm the best multitasker around here.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Something like that.
This is what I wanted. That 101.50 break.
You might be getting washed here.
Yeah, I know. If the market decides to rally, we got to keep a name on some of these tech names. See, NVDA might start selling aggressive as well here too, guys. One thing to note, I like the breadth. Keep an eye on the volume profile. You're starting to cool off. There it goes. AMD starting to crack. I think NVDA is next. It's going to continue to sell. Let's see if we can hit that 100. That's going to be our primary target here on the TQs. We snap 102. We're going to get out of this trade on the TQQ.
I'm afraid I might be offered a job by Trade the Pool over here. Oh. Like this 222 short. Like right now we're $4 right now. But yeah, just send the contract over. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so there it is right now. Nice. Nice move to the downside. Yeah. No, I can't move to Florida, you know.
You can't. Oh, now poor you.
The weather's too nice down there.
Too nice.
I'm looking to live a harder life, you know, than that.
You don't want it too easy, eh?
Yeah, I mean, this is why we're traders.
But think about it. Like, you got to get the insurance down there, hurricanes and everything. But you know what I noticed about these Florida boys
I don't have to worry about.
They're flashy with the shoes. The Mitch got the orange in there. I don't know if these guys are Jaguars fans, Dolphins fans, or whatever we got going on. But they're coming in with the colorful stuff. I think that's a lot of Florida thing. We're more subdued here, I guess, Katina. I know you're a sneakerhead. But you're not going to come in with that style. There it is. See, like, look at these guys. They're matching here. They're ready to roll. Look at the airport fits.
Got the Kool-Aid.
When did you guys land?
5 o'clock yesterday.
5 o'clock yesterday. Oh, okay.
I didn't wear my tay. Yeah, I have Jaws. I have Jaws. I don't have those ones.
The Jaws.
And then I got
the Kool-Aids, baby.
I have the Tatum.
With the blue bottoms.
Okay. Oh.
Gotta bring the blue bottoms.
Gotta bring. Oh, but I thought it was red bottom. I thought it was red bottom.
I gotta go make money, guys. I gotta go make money.
I gotta pay for this trip.
I thought it was red bottoms, Mitch.
You wanted the Jays game. You gotta pay for that beer money.
Yeah. Though they're expensive. Well, they got the American dollar there, so they're converting, right? So yeah, exactly. So they're having a good time there.
Contract has to be in U.S. dollars, by the way.
Pardon me?
Contract.
That you're trying to negotiate there.
You want one too?
Well, I was going to see if you could. I was going to say with the exactly package deal. Sign us.
Package deal.
Ramin's going to manage us as well too. Let's see, 5%. 5%. We'll give. I'll have 5%.
Whoa.
For Ramin.
For Ramin, I'm like 1.5.
Whoa.
5%.
5%. All right. Sorry, I don't even.
We better get into trading right now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you so much. Again, as we go on. Yeah. No, I can afford health insurance. You don't worry about that. Okay. Here we go. Let's do a fresh little start right now. Everybody, get your you-know-whats into the chat ASAP. I mean, I know you guys are having fun Thursday, Friday, but we're having a lot of fun today. You got to just now vote. You got to type in here, $Apple, $, whatever. It will populate right up into here, and then that'll give Joe and I an idea of some. Oh, SoFi I just saw going in there. I really like SoFi. So make sure you guys get part of the chat, get into here right now, and let's start populating this board up. A lot of people looking for Rocket Labs, Joe. All right, but right now I'm in two positions. AMD working out.
I want to add a little bit more.
Not so much.
Not yet.
I was going to give this up to 102.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But then NVDA is tanking, right? So I like that NVDA is starting to sell a little bit here. So I want to add some at the break of this support level. There we go, bank. Bang, Katina, man, we got a little bit there. Let's see if we can break this 180. Again, if we go, we're going to give this to 102 max, right? So that's probably approximately $1. Once it snaps VWAP, then the thesis is essentially wrong. But if NVDA decides that it wants to sell, then we're going to be sitting in a pretty good position. It's not doing that right now, but be patient. I think we can crack through some of these support levels. Robinhood starting to sell a little bit here as well, too, guys. So bang, Robinhood tapped into 155. I believe was that high, 153, and sure enough starting to cool off a little bit there. So let's see if we can get this selling stepping in the overall market.
I wonder if there's always a possibility here that, we punched the bottom
I think so.
Of this TQQ. Yeah. I don't think we did, Joe, but I was just saying, like, there is a chance here because we went right into the 200 period moving average, right? Well, and generally speaking here on a 1 minute chart, that's a spot for me to be a little bit concerned with because that's normally a long. If I was feeling some kind of ways the other way, that would have been a long. But, the fact that AMD was tanking, the market really made this move. We had obviously a disastrous day there on Friday. I'm thinking short. We just did a little bit of a reload there. It's not even a reload because we didn't get out, but here it is. Now we're short at $100.96. We were just at 93.
There we go. We're starting
to sell a little bit more. But here comes a sell-off downside for
this. Whoa.
This one's mine, though.
Yeah.
What did you put in this?
Coffee. Double coffee.
I know, but what about milk or?
Oh, do you want a milk?
Yeah, just a little thing of milk. I'll drink it black, my guy. I'll drink it black.
Come on, man. You're getting the service from Assassino.
This man needs to work on the board.
That's
I cannot believe you just went to do that, Andre. Thank you so much for all that. Here, you can have Neil's wine.
I don't even know. How come I got this here? Whose is this one here?
It's a wine tumbler. I don't know. I went and bought this. Neil uses the free one from IEX.
No Baileys in this one here. What are you laughing at, Ramin?
Who knows, man? Ramin having a good time because Ramin knows that we're in the building together.
We're in the
charts, my guy. You all right?
Brother, I'm trying to figure out a bunch going on here.
Okay, you just get it all figured out. I thought you were a host. Okay.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm on a new desk. You know what I mean? Come on, brother.
I'm just playing around.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, man.
You give a hard time.
No, we're in absolutely great moods here today, and I want to thank everybody for watching us. Right? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get going now. So, all right, the TQs.
It's good stuff, Andre.
I'm trying to use 102, man. And if 102 breaks, we can put that in right now. Hold on.
There it goes. Market's ripping.
Yeah, market's going. We just don't want to be in this forever, right?
Exactly.
If it gets going higher, we can punch out, right? And we'll be fine. It's fine to take on some losing trades. AMD, by the way, just took off on us as well. So that made the move all the way back up as these futures continue to rip and roar around here. So not a great, short was great early. I only have 20% left of this AMD trade, and it's still in the money. Maybe I'll take out a little bit. Let me take out one more piece right here. Let me take out 10% of what we have left there, and now we're gonna wait. But averaging in right now into the TQs up at this area because we came into VWAP, and that's what we wrote down on our note that we were gonna, it's literally what was that? that was. Once we break, use VWAP as an out and try to catch this upside. So. Yeah, for right now, it is trying to push us out of this trade a little bit. I don't have anything happening in the news department yet, so I think this is just a washout early, which we're able to take advantage of, but then obviously punching those cues. Our positions aren't showing up right now, but we are still in all of them. Oh, you brought me some milk? Oh, well, thank you.
Look at this 5-star, man. 5-star, 5-star. There we go. Finally, we can get some things working on.
5-star. Yeah, that was about 5 stars.
5-star. You're a 5-star, man. We can't give anything less. It's not like it's not the Burj Al Arab or whatever they call it. That's the 6-star.
Burj Khalifa. Oh
no, the Burj Al Arab.
Right.
Yeah. Not the.
I do like Amazon up at these levels here, but AMD is pushing back down a little bit. Our average price 101.20. Did you average in or no?
No. I
put some oat milk up in here.
I bought a little bit more here.
Look at this.
Again, we tap into this level, then I'm just gonna get out of the trade all around.
I really knew I liked Andre a lot.
Is that almond milk there, or what's going on?
Oat milk.
I mean, there goes Amazon, right? Like, we have some of these tech names starting to rip. So again, I got 10 more cents worth of risk that I'm holding onto this. Then we can either just hop out and find a better trade.
Yeah.
So honestly, we'll see. I think we get the continuation at some point. Let the buyer step in, and then hopefully that volume steps into the downside, and you can get that fade back south to some specific levels.
Here comes a little bit of a move.
So there we go. We're getting a little bit of a move. Did you add?
Was there just
Did you add a little bit more there?
Yes, bro, I'm huge.
Let's go.
I'm not huge in trade, but I got the position.
There you go. So you're 133s now.
Can you test my ear, I mean? I don't know if
I'm still at 197s. So just in case the market does want to, so we're going to hold on to this. We didn't tap into 102 just yet, but if these names want to come in, especially the tech names, like NVDA wants to tank and break through that 187 level, Katina, man, I think we're going to be sitting in a pretty good position on this short here.
All right, so we've got a lot of shares, but I'm just trying to get it figured out because that was a decent move down here on the TQs. But again, we were close to stopping out. We talked about averaging it up, so that's what we wanted to do. And then all of a sudden, we get this little bit of a move down. That's a relatively aggressive move, so I am going to take that opportunity.
Holy,
you good?
That's hot.
Oh, that's hot. Yeah.
Put
in the wine tumbler.
I just destroyed my palate for the weekend, so there it is. It's so gone.
It's straight black coffee.
Yeah. I don't drink coffee usually, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a H2O
You're a
guy.
wine tumbler guy?
I'm an H2O guy.
Me too.
Yeah, hydration nation.
No, we're
bang. Hydration nation, baby.
All right. Apparently we weren't supposed to do that.
No, but hey, man. Big Joe, what's up? Mike P. The Rider.
All right, I bought some SoFi actually. Let's check out.
All right, go check it out.
Let me check out what's going on with some SoFi. So we don't have SoFi on the account right now here today, but SoFi is a name that I really like, man. I really like SoFi down here, bouncing off this 50 period. Now we were able to buy some at 25.80 the last time it was down here, okay? But we were not able to do anything on Friday. It wasn't really trading. I was able to buy some XRP. Other than that, I like SoFi at some of these levels. I talked about it. I think it's the fact that they have their bank charter, the fact that they can offer, a little different than Robinhood, right, as an app and as a trading engine. SoFi is the bank. So you're trying to now see if there's any love. And I know my guy on the desk over there called SoFi potentially Palantir-like.
Mitch, where's Sharif at? He's at the gym.
Where's Sharif? Yeah, Sharif just went to go get those gloves. Now that you're mentioning those, you got to take care of the calluses. But yeah, Mitch, what's your opinion on SoFi here? We've had a nice move. We've pulled back a little bit off $30.
Andre, what is it?
I still like the long. Is that thesis still intact for you?
Yeah, it still looks good here. The 27 recovery right now is very important, so it just got above that level. I'd love for it to test back. It tests back there towards like 26.90, so you saw some buying really quickly come in off of that 27 level. I'd be looking to see if we can get back above the highs here and then maybe come right back towards 27.10 here, start to creating kind of the cup pattern, a little cup and handle on this break will be interesting.
Good call there, Mitch. I do, cup and handle, a little bit of a breakout there from that 27. So we'll see if we can. We'll look at some SMR too. Okay, good. We're going to get over there and look at some small modular reactors. But right now, we're going to take a small modular hit on TQs because it looks like it didn't. Look, it broke through 202, but I'm just a couple pennies higher than that. So we're going to wait to see if it does break through the 10s or whatever. But that was some good covers down there. We only covered about 20%. But look at this pullback a little bit now. What I'm doing now is trying to lick the wounds a little bit here. Like, obviously this market, Joe, is a little off right now. I mean, it's upside, it's downside. We've made the move back into VWAP right here. So if we can't hold, then we get out.
Yeah,
that's,
absolutely.
That's about as easy as it is. So
I'm with you on that one, Sean. Yeah, but I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm ready for you.
All right, brother. I mean, talking about small, and now for some exciting news out of Canada for the sophisticated traders on the stream. Beta Pro by Global X Canada, Canada's largest provider of leveraged inverse and inverse leveraged ETFs, has just launched a new guess what, a leveraged ETF offering 3x bull and 3x bear exposure to the S&P TSX 60, semiconductors, and on U.S. Treasuries. Even better, they're offering a special fee rebate, dropping management fees to just 65 basis points until December 31st, 2025. Plus, the U.S. force strategies use currency hedging, offering the potential for pure performance and exposure. If you're a tactical, sophisticated trader looking to amplify your performance, check out betapro.ca 3x daily to learn more. So there it is. I mean, I like this buying Katina, man, because at some point, I think if we punch through some key levels, I think there's going to be a good opportunity for those shorts. But the likes of some of the chip names, we have NVDA crawling to the top end of the channel. We have AMD about to break 220, well, not quite, but we're heading towards those pre-market resistance zones. So if we get north of those and any form of indecision, I like the fade off of that.
Yeah, we're just pennies away from getting stopped out here on the TQs, which kind of does suck. I mean, we did like that trade. We weren't really able to get out of anything. That's AMD, sorry. We weren't really able to get out of anything here. We were able to, like I said, suffer a little bit on that downside and take some L's on that. But if this breaks through 210, there it is. No, did it not break there? There it goes. Okay, so, there it goes. So it just breaks right now. So we'll have to hit the fail on shorting of the market. I mean, that does not pan out there. But I still kind of like the short. It needs to work. Like I
think it just needs a little bit of time, right? Like let some buyers
it's only 950 now. Like I don't want this to get going too much against me. So we will punch out right now. And then, as you said, Joe, let's give it a little bit of time. But oh boy, I mean, you know, we'll take a hit on the show here. There's no doubt about that. That TQQ trade, I guess it was bad. I like the 101. I wrote down here 101 as the punch short, but it looks like it was a 200 period. Should have been the long. But you know what? We use 200 periods all the time. So, all right, 850 here on BBAI. This is your out, everybody. So congratulations, man, if you've had this. This was our last area to get out. We missed the 850 last time. We got it now. So we're now out of this name here. Not out, sorry. We got some more fills on Big Bear. We really, really like that name. Let's go over and have a quick look to see what is leading the way here and see what people want us to talk about. So there goes Big Bear AI. Look, Big Bear AI's earnings aren't until middle of November. Or I'll double check that. It might be early November. So we still got a little bit of time to go there. There was some talk about the U.S. Navy and their contract over the Thursday, Friday of last week. I believe that's still going to be intact, so we're going to have to watch out for Big Bear AI. We've looked at SoFi a little bit. We got Mitch's opinion there. Amazon's coming up into 220 right now, so that's an area of concern for me. Look at Broadcom. I was going to actually look at Broadcom in and around that 350 area. So we're bumping back into 350 right now for Broadcom. Webull, interesting name. We did buy some of that last week on the dip, now down to 11 and change. SMR, actually, my bad. Mitch was not yelling, but mentioned about SMR. So we can have a quick little look over there as well, because this name got hit, Thursday, Friday of last week, as did many names, but you're trying to break higher again. For me, these are some of the biggest bubbles when you're looking at nuclear and you're looking at quantum. It's just these names yet to make profit, but we do understand that most plays in these markets right now, if you're looking for the value plays, we can go find those for you. But if you're looking at some of the names that have led this AI race to the north side, including what we've just seen with Broadcom today, including what we've seen even with AMD and Nvidia, you got other names here that people are trying to think about, all right, what are the sort of secondary names that could go. And I think that is what's gotten SMR and some of these Rigetti with quantum and some of these are like, what is possible for the future? A lot of these names right now are not making any money. So we have to be very, very careful with some of these bullish names that I believe are a little overextended. Okay, by the way, AMD right now, is up to that 224. We wanted to. It's crazy because we initially had thought long. When we first sat down here, we were thinking long. Then that Broadcom deal happened, and I just thought that that was potentially a sign of like, okay, now we're getting real frothy like. And we were right. Broadcom did pull back, but it's the rest of the market that's continuously going, right? I mean, AMD up here into pre-market highs. This is going to be the last straw. We're still up on AMD. It's fine. We haven't necessarily averaged in too much yet to this trade, but let's do it around here, around 224, and just to see if it does have the pushback. Futures are at the highs as well right now. Maybe it is these secondary and third plays, not the main market right here that's giving us the goods right now. ABAT, that was another name on the board here. That's nearing that.
Let's try it one more time here. I think it might be a little bit early, Katina Man, but we're going to try it one more time just in case we do get that move back in towards the volume weighted average price. Right. So let's see if we can get that rocking and rolling. I mean, some of the big names are starting to get moving to the top side, but I like the rejection. So let's see if we can catch this fill at 102.40s, and there it goes.
That's not bad.
Oh my days. Okay, so
did you get it, or?
No, I didn't catch it. I'm still posted.
Top, would that be your out?
Yeah, absolutely. Like even 102.84 and 1 minute open above 102.84, that pre-market high, then just get out of the trade. But there it is, man, another 20 cents. Oh, these fills are driving me nuts. There it is. Like, so we had that top, we just never caught it. So I'm going to take it. I don't want to chase it.
What I was going to say with TQ, so what I try to do is, sometimes I don't have the full boat on for sure, is if you like the trade, like take like 10% and just get in. Don't worry about the price too much, and then if the price.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing, but it was the more or less. See what it keeps doing to me. For some reason, I don't know why.
What was it? The ARCA thing?
Yeah. Well, use something else. What do you? Okay, but I mean, it's pretty liquid, is it not? Like,
yeah, but any other gateway for the TQs, man, don't play the gateway.
Yeah, all right, we can play something.
There's so much liquidity in all of these names right now. I wouldn't worry about it.
You worry about that whatsoever? I mean, it's starting to climb back here now, so I can get in at the exact same price than what I was looking at 40s.
There goes SoFi downside.
Yeah, so if it holds here, we'll take one more attempt at it. Like we're gonna look at this as kind of like a VAR show at bat. At 3 strikes you're out. So we're on strike 2 right now. No balls or anything like that. Yeah, our guy.
Yeah, what did he strike out a lot?
No, he's pretty good. He was one of the better players, obviously. I'm just saying.
Okay.
So,
but nice baseball reference, man.
Yeah, you like that one?
Normally I have Opie over here.
Over there, he got the baseball reference.
He thought baseball was in the preseason. He thought he was.
Oh, preseason. Yeah, I mean, hey, it was a preseason. So let's see. Again, 103. We're out of it there, Sean.
Kid, Adara, can you swing me that news on American Battery? I mean, ABAT, right? ABAT, yeah, Dara's going to get into this. So this name is starting to blast upside here today. And again, I feel like it's just one of those plays again. It has the word American in it. It has the word battery in it.
Apparently it completed baseline studies and submit baseline reports to this US BLM as part of a review process for a Tonopah Flats lithium project. So lithium project, I guess, submitted for review here. ABAT, that's the news. Back to you.
Okay.
Oh, a Tonopah glass. I can't believe I didn't.
You didn't take that one?
What am I?
I like IBIT as a potential long here as well. Katina Man, as is, it's holding holding the view up relatively well, opening up on a 5 minute above the range. See, the thing is though, I'm short the Qs, but we have the likes of Google climbing higher and Amazon, so it might not be that good of a trade. We'll give it 50 cents, and then we're gonna get out of it if it continues to climb. We don't want to stand in front of this. I'm in it prematurely, by the way, as well too. So you get a little bit of a get our toes wet there.
I'm still into AMD here. I just averaged it in AMD right now. But
let's see what our guy Mitch.
Let's go see what Mitch is up to.
Guys, first trade up in the trading competition, of course, is in the competition account, but taking a shot here. SoFi, talked about I was looking for kind of that cup pattern. There's the cup. Now we got to see if we can start to create kind of a handle here. Remember, I talked about break the high, come right back down. The liquidity move before the bigger move. Now I'm starting to size into here. I got 26.94s, really looking for above 27s now on ads. So waiting for that break to get above that 27 to take the ad. You guys see it literally right here, ready to go. Of course, this is a big account, so I can take a big size, but want to see things working for me before I lay that big size down. So right now I got about 4,000 shares, would hold off of like 26.85 here, looking for the break above 27, and it needs to go quickly right back to the highs.
You're rocking and rolling over there, Mitch.
Sticking with the gun. tunes. Yeah, we'll wait to see what winds up happening as we go. TQs, man, I mean, it's a good thing we were able to get a little bit out of that. But, you know, you can see right here, AMD is not falling too much. I'm going to try to bid these 60s here. If we do get a little bit of a whoosh down, maybe we can grab that. Remember, our out's going to be 224. So we are now short here at 90. So we're in the money. An amazing 20 cents, but we're looking for a little bit more. Hey, Joe, man, how come you're not trading? There it is. Yes.
IBIT?
Yeah, what's going on with Bitcoin right now?
It's starting to climb,
nice
65.40 there.
Oh, by the way, 971 likes. I'm not fine with that. Over 10,500 watching right now. Let's get these likes going, man. We got Mitch in the building. We got Trade the Pools here. So we're really excited for all that. We've got Joe looking through his fanny pack. But right now, 10,500. Hit the likes. Hit the subscribe. Let's get ready to rock.
Wait, you think that's funny, Obi, or what, buddy?
Yeah, Obi. Yeah, Obi. What? Now that you're not on this show,
you think it's funny?
Go deal with him, Joe. But there it is right now. No, I like those fanny packs. My daughter has I think is that a Lululemon one? Yeah, that's the same one. We have that one. I like fanny packs. You travel with them, keep all your stuff safe. Okay, so American Battery. Oh no, new position right now is Amazon. So Amazon actually just came up into that 220. I don't want to give this one too much room here. You know, the retail right now is weak. Honestly, we've seen Lululemon, we've seen Nike, and I know they're not the same as Amazon. Amazon has AWS, and there's a bunch going for Amazon, Zoox, and pretty much many things other than retail, right? But I like 220 as a key level there. We're just going to see if it wants to hold this. I mean, if we continue to break higher, look at the market right now at day's high and looking to break out. We've tried, I know Joe's tried the short there. I don't know if he's still in it. I can't see at the bottom, but that's going to be a problem. So we're going to have to watch out for the market and for Amazon as we battle back and forth as well. So Amazon right now watching out for that short. But again, a great level there of 217. Big Bear AI just continues to go, man. There's your 850. So everybody, you know that we've rang the register on this play, and I would suggest maybe want to do the same. It's been up here many times. So today, and Adara, again, unless there's news on Big Bear AI that I've missed. Okay, nice move down right now for AMD as it's starting to crank a little bit. So let's get some AMD out. As we just went into 220-250, this is actually a good trade for me. We'll make back a little bit of what we lost on the TQQs here with this AMD short. We're sticking with the guns right now. We'll see if it can print. But I did want to know if there was a Big Bear AI story, but we do have Adara on the big desk with I'm going to go with happening now.
Yeah, I did really quickly find a story here on Big Bear AI, so I'll mention that first. They announced a partnership with T-Second to deliver AI-enabled edge infrastructure for mission-critical operations. So like a lot of catalysts for stocks like this, it is just another deal or partnership very similar to what would move a stock like Palantir, for example. Let's talk here, though, about the market. Market gapping up and actually holding right now, trying to break above this range high from said gap to the upside. Now, of course, we know Friday, things were a little bit difficult for the market after U.S. President Donald Trump indicated in a Truth Social post that he was interested in imposing, quote-unquote, massive tariffs on China, then announcing 100% tariffs on China after the bell on Friday. And the final installation of this news yesterday, he says, don't worry, all will be fine with China, though he did say that he is still interested in those 100% tariffs effective November 1st. So lots to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on Chinese ADRs, perhaps like Alibaba today. Broadcom on watch here to the upside. AVGO getting a deal here with OpenAI just 1 week after OpenAI announced a deal with AMD. This deal here with Broadcom and OpenAI will involve 10 gigawatts of deployment here. Then we've got INTC. Intel actually holding up relatively well despite getting a downgrade this morning from BofA Securities. And last but not least, Fastenal on watch for earnings. FAST EPS miss, but only slightly, and then a narrow sales beat. Now, it is worth noting the earnings this week are going to get even more intense. Tomorrow, we'll get JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, and then even some non-bank names like Albertsons, Domino's Pizza, and Johnson & Johnson. Before we send you back to the guys, we'll take a moment to thank our friends at Origenics. Each year, 3.8 million concussions are reported in the U.S., but there is still no FDA-approved treatment. NYSE-listed Origenics, OGEN, is changing that with its first in-class intranasal drug designed for rapid brain access. With the concussion treatment market projected to reach $8.9 billion by 2027, Origenics is uniquely positioned to lead the way. Learn more. Schedule a meeting today. Back to you.
Here goes.
All right, Trump just tweeted it's a banger day. Okay, well, we did get, I mean, look, I got to say a couple things. Like, it's really great to see. I mean, hopefully there's that sort of that peace treaty in the Middle East there. So we'll see, not even the Middle East, sorry, between Hamas there, Palestine, we have Israel. Yeah. So I think that that's maybe what we're referring to when he says that. And remember, like, wartime and everything like that is not necessarily a bad time for the market. So I just think the market right now is probably not trading on anything too political that way. They're obviously the focus is going to be on China and that trade battle, right? Rather than everything that's happening. But we do, want to obviously hope for the best, and hopefully that resolution will stand, and safety and everything for everybody involved over there, because that truly is, when Trump is tweeting out the nightmare is finally over, like, I can only imagine. So we just want to hope for safety across the board, no matter which country you're in or what your beliefs are. So that's really good. So I just wanted to say that. But at the end of the day, here goes that ABAT, man, looking to break through $10. I want to thank everybody now. Still over 10,000 of you watching, and over 1.5K now on the likes. There's ABAT. Look what's happening. There it goes. Oh, I didn't even get my order in on time. By the way, we're $2. We were just $1.40. Sorry, we are $1.40 in the money on this AMD trade. So far so good. And on Amazon, we're 20 cents. So we did mess up a little bit on that trade there with the futures. I was not expecting that kind of a move. I thought once we broke the pre-market low, we were going lower. Yeah, same. But there goes ABAT. Look, I'm just glad that we have similar ideas, honestly. And I'm glad that we're talking about our trades and having a good time here. So this ABAT, I feel like I'm going to either have to zoom out a lot more here, or it's just blue skies. So right now, here's where we came into. So I'm glad we did this. We go all the way back to September of 23 right now, and you could see we're coming into some levels now on American battery. I'd say watch out for 1050. I mean, if you have the long so far and you're up a measly 50%, of course I joke, that's amazing. Yeah. I would watch out for this 1050 area. We've seen some high moves, with the high being in and around $12. So if you're looking for any pullbacks right now on American battery, 940 is your 21 period moving average, and I've used that for pullbacks. I am much more confident, of course, in a VWAP or the 50 period, so we'll wait for that. And oh boy, here we go, man. It's not Obi beside me, it is Joe today, and here we go, Joe. We've got a nice little trade here on Amazon. We wrote down right on our sticky note 220 short, so if we can get it, we'll take a little bit out here at 70, and then watch to see what's going on. So far so good here on the Amazon short. This short never really went against us, and if it did, it was 5 or 10 pennies. So we'll look to take out 20 if we can get it right now, and then we'll go back over, and now there goes AMD. I still think there's a downside cut coming here for this market. So I'm looking short over there, Joe. Right. IBIT continues to go higher, 115.3. Shout out to my wife. Thank you so much for watching. We're all going to be good. Hello, right now.
Yeah, most definitely going to be good. All right, guys, we're starting to form somewhat of a wedge here on Tesla there, Katina, man. So you can see prices really starting to compress. I mean, if we break this downtrend trend to the downside, then I'll just hop out. But right now, I want to participate in the longs. With the market continuing to climb higher and higher, if we hold VWAP and we get volume to step in, I think that we can punch through. But if it comes into the downside, then we'll just hop out in that one via TSLL. NVDA starting to come back in. I mean, I was talking about it earlier. I still believe that there's going to be a fade at some point, but we were also referring to the fact that we don't want to stand in front of a moving freight train to the top side. A 3% pullback in the market, you don't know what retail and some of the other investors who haven't been participating on this bull run, they come in and they're like, hey, we want to get involved in this. So let's see if we can get that break up. It might head to the south side. I have no issue with flipping the bias on this specific trade, but as long as we continuously hold 1885, then I think I like my chances. Opening up below that range, not too good of a look as we're starting to come back in here with the overall market. So once it cracks, then I'm out of there at VWAP. Let's take a look at the options chain as well too there, Katina, man, to see if we have any overhead resistance in Tesla itself. So 430. So there it is. All right. Yeah. So just like that, I'm out. We're going to start the day not too good, but that's all right. It's Monday. Things were a little hectic around here this morning, but we'll get everything sorted out eventually. So there it is. We'll take that stop out there on Tesla as it's starting to come back in. The rest of the market is as well too. But at that 430 strike price, we have 11,000 contracts that's going to be expiring this week. And then we also have 13,000 contracts traded at that specific level there, Katina, man. We can take a look at NVDA. How has that concentration from those 195 strikes started to cool? No, not whatsoever. So we still have 100,000 open at 195 and then 27,800 contracts traded already there on the session, my brother.
All right, love you so much. All right, you guys send those in to the wife. Here we go, man. It's for everybody that was like, "Hey, Amazon's gonna burn me." It may do that. I just got out at 25% right here. We actually got some 50 fills. I think we got 56 or so. Yeah, right into there. 50, was it 55, 56, something like that. Yeah, so good couple fills there as Amazon's starting to rip back up. We still could wind up getting a hit on this, right? So we're gonna put our stop. The most we ever got there on this trade was about 40 cents. I'm just gonna go to 220. 21s. If we break too much higher than that, I don't want to sit here. As Mitch was talking about, as his shirt says it too, you know, you got to have some kind of risk management a little bit here. Yeah. So we're going to wait out. You know, Mitch was looking for that SoFi at 27. Let me see, did that fill yet? Doesn't look like it's doing too much yet on that play. And we still continue to. Here we go, baby. We are now Print City on this one, man. AMD is finally giving us what we need. Coming back into VWAP, 221 and change. Good trade here, $2 almost now. $1.75 now in the money on this trade. I'm going to put another bid in the 30s and then put a bid at 25 or so. See if we get that fill right now, Joe, and then we'll see if AMD does continue its downside play. You know, last week, actually, this is another name. Where's Mitch at? He's over there.
Where's Mitch at?
Mitch, give me your take on DraftKings. I mean, a couple weeks ago, you're on our show. We talked about DraftKings a little bit here, Mitch, and you know, then all of a sudden, Kalshi got involved in parlays and things like that in the prediction market. So here's a daily chart. Just flipped on my screen, and then we'll get Mitch's opinion here. It looks to me, Mitch, that we're coming up onto support right here. This 32, 33 bucks. Now, the problem is it's a falling knife, and I don't know where to catch this thing. Give me some ideas here on DraftKings. What do you think? Too early to catch it? I'm in the camp of too early. Let's see what happens around 30 even, but what do you think about DraftKings?
Yeah, I think it's a little too early here. The thing is, like you mentioned, the mentions of the predictive markets are actually starting to weigh in on this side of things, and it was starting to get a nice lift. I talked about the seasonality run. We got that seasonality run. Now seasonality goes away a little bit here. I think it'll pick up as you get towards like U.S. Thanksgiving and that December time as people get, you know, more at home and want to take bets. I think right now you kind of leave this trade on the sideline. There's harder trades out there. I'm seeing UAMY, USAR. They're still hot. Minerals, where it's at.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Good call over there. I also like Lithium America, of course, here LAC. That was a relatively new runner a couple weeks ago there with the recent purchase of shares staked by the U.S. government, of course, and then others hopping on board. This has had a nice little move to the downside, LAC, over the last 5 or 6 days, looking to maybe pick something up up in here. We did get out some more Amazon at 219.75. Miss Adara, what you got?
What I have here for you guys is Broadcom, Sean. Now, obviously, we know Broadcom was already gapping up today. It already had a catalyst, that catalyst being its deal with OpenAI. But now there's a CNBC interview here with Broadcom's chip president saying that this $10 billion customer they announced in September is not OpenAI. So what that means, guys, is there is another customer outside of OpenAI spending lots of money here with Broadcom. Again, we have an indication from Broadcom's chip president in an interview with CNBC that they have another $10 billion customer. So good look here for AVGO in addition to its pre-existing gap up on that OpenAI news. Back to Sean and Joe.
All right, thank you very much.
Who's throwing around these billions and billions? If it's not OpenAI with Oracle or Broadcom.
It's one thing, but that's the thing. You know what? We're talking a lot about these GPUs and all this CapEx and everything along those lines, Sean. I want to start looking at some of the banks. You can even head into some of the regionals, something that isn't involving GPUs, CPUs, and everything along those lines.
Talking about trying to diversify a little bit, right? Which is kind of why I like Bitcoin.
Okay.
You know, because I feel like Bitcoin moves obviously with the market, right? I mean, you saw that huge tank there.
It has been.
No, it's been like that for a minute. And I just think that that is a way to potentially still gain some market positivity without having to potentially force your hand in buying some of those chip names or some of those hyperscalers or whatever we're calling them these days. So I worry a little bit. You've seen Meta on the downswing a little bit here as well, down into 700 again. So we were back into 700. Like, that's a decent push if you think about the highs that we've been at. We were at $800 basically 2 weeks ago. You've fallen back down into 100. Like, that might be a lot to swallow for various traders. So I'd say just be careful. But that to me looks like a decent opportunity if you can get it back to 700. But I am nervous about giving this all up. I still like the 200 period moving average for many of these names coming in again. AMD continues to move to the downside. Another name, Mitch. I'm just going to use Mitch while he's here.
Yeah, me as well. Me as well. Yeah.
Okay. Where is he?
Where is he?
Well, he's actually not at the desk.
He's not at the desk. What
do you think about Uber?
I like Uber. I've liked Uber. I was listening to the All In podcast the other day, just with the Uber CEO. It's been on a fantastic run as of late there, Katina, man. But I mean, they're looking to get into talks with Elon Musk. They're thinking $100,000 robo-taxi. Yeah, I mean, it's early stages at the end of the day, right? They're going to get it possibly in the works with Waymo as well, too. So I think there's a lot of good things and potential upside with Uber.
I'm only asking you that because, like, that's a pretty dramatic move. And the thing is that we talk about stocks that were just at all-time highs, right?
Yeah.
And we looked at, and I want to look at names, we just both talked about names outside of the chip player, outside of sort of this whole quantum and SMR and all that kind of plays as well, right? Like, so Uber, again, a play that's been a pretty consistent mover and bouncing off these 50-period moving averages. You go all the way back to July, you go back to June over to here, and then, of course, April. But, yeah, right now, a couple nasty days there in a row for Uber. So I was actually looking at it over the weekend and thinking to myself, this could be a decent area if you are looking to get some money into names outside.
In all reality, Sean,
down with reality.
Who is buying up here?
Well, that's what I said to Mitch earlier, and I think it was maybe even to you as well.
Who is buying up here?
Right. Who's pushing the key right now to say, I think some of these levels...
And I was having this conversation with Sharif last week.
Right.
Who's buying AMD after it just gapped up 40%?
Right.
Who's punching that key? If the market has two or a couple bad days, you're down just like that. And you can see with the likes of AMD, who is buying up here, right? Like, what is the thought process for me personally? When you're buying, why does it have to be like this today? There we go. We can do it. We can work as a collective unit. I promise. AMD. What in the days?
AMD is still trying to get to the downside. What, are you having a problem there with the software?
Yeah. I'm left, right, and center. All right. Anyways, here we are. We got to figure it out. Who's buying up there at 249? Like, the stock just gaps up massively from 170 and trades all the way up to 240. That's 40%. Like, what do you do? Like, for me personally, there's zero chance, regardless of the news, that I'm going to be buying up there. And I think it's really, really difficult. With some of these names at the valuations that they are, I think the overall market, what is it, trading at 32 times with an average PE of around 17, right? Like, the tech names.
Is it that high?
Yeah, it's like, okay, things need to start to cool down before I even start to look. I mean, Sean, we were talking about this a while ago, and you're like, hey, the only time you ever get mad is when you sell something. But at valuations like this, forward PE is starting to expand as well, too. I don't think there's any issue with selling 20 to 25%, sitting on a little cash for events like we just experienced last Friday, where you can buy back at a lower price.
Right.
You can buy the dip. So that's what I'm looking at there.
All right, I'm looking at getting stopped out of Amazon. So you guys, again, we talked about it on the chat. Some of you were a little weary of this trade, and we did take an out there on Amazon. And it basically hit us out there at 220, went to 233, and then fell back into 220 again. So I was like, maybe the top there was swiped and swiper no swiping. You know what that's from?
No.
Yeah, you don't have kids, my bad. From Dora the Explorer, man. Swiper, no swipe.
Swiper, no swipe. Well, I thought that was more. I thought you were getting like towards the dating app thing there. Well, I knew you're not in that world.
Come on, man. I don't even. I mean, are you all about what is the hot dating app these days?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. All of a sudden now you don't know anything about dating apps, right? So I'm supposed to, the very guy supposed to know everything about dating apps.
Yeah.
I turn it on, Mr. Joe Cool over here.
Ask Ramin. Ramin knows.
Ramin knows.
Quiet. Yeah, Ramin knows.
I don't. Does she?
Yeah.
Remains on the dating apps? Okay, well, there we go.
See, look at her.
No, I know it's not. First of all, for me, it's not Grindr, but I do see there's some people in the chat that are suggesting that, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But go check out the stock, GNDR, isn't it? Yeah, we may as well, since we're talking about it.
No, it's GRND.
Yeah, there you are.
Come on, man.
Yeah, what do we do?
I know. I like how you knew the spelling of it, though, because that is actually the spelling. GRI.
Yeah, is that it? Wow. How are we doing today?
Not good.
On the daily?
Apps continue.
So it's going to the south side. There goes
what the heliante? Yeah, so it's a nice move to the downside right there. But look what's happening right now. Oh boy, we've got $2.50 right now. Bang, 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 bang. We basically make back everything we lost in the TQs here with this AMD trade. So far, that is good, man. Big Joey's singles, says Jake Weston. I do not believe Joe is single, but I'll leave that to himself. He can discuss that. This is not meant to be that kind of a show. But, okay, so that's what's happening right now. What about Tesla as we make some moves back in? So Tesla, look at this barcoding action right there. If you do scan that barcode, nothing will happen. But there is a joke about scanning barcodes, and if maybe you get a free month of this or that. But there it goes right now. Tesla trying to break a little lower as well. We finally, like, I'm not proud of going back into Amazon. We don't wind up really losing anything on it, but it does take out the top again, and now it's just hovering around here. So we talked about this with Obi, in feeling bad about trades, like you can start to feel that like this trade is not working out. So we'll take the profit there at the 21 period moving average, and then just wait and hope for the best right now on Amazon. And honestly, I love the stock. It's a big long position of mine, so we'll have to wait to see if that does happen. I believe around 10:30. Mitch is going to sit with me here. I believe around 10:30.
Okay.
So I'm going to double check that, or he's going to sit over here. So I'm just going to could be like all three of us.
Hey
talking.
man, whatever you tell me. I just get told. I just.
Yeah, I'm letting you know.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep me informed.
I've got you.
That's it.
I've got you. I'm going to keep informed myself sometimes around here. But here's here's A&W. You like those burgers? Here's AMD with the move down again into 220. So this is pretty much the lowest it's been. So I'm going to bid out right now around this 220 and change. Joe, give me your favorite food.
Oh, wow.
When we get back, let's go to it, Darren. You think about it, because I just mentioned burgers there.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. It's up there. Yeah,
burgers
it's up there for me.
We're going to get Joe's food in a second. What's up, Adara?
Let's take a look here at some small cap gappers. STI on watch. This is literally the ticker of this company, Celidian Technology. They do have a catalyst here unveiling their advanced UPS battery systems tailored for AI data centers. Relatively small market cap here, about $26 million, and a short float here of around 11.85%, just under 12%. CRML, slightly larger market cap. We're talking closer to $2.2 billion, but a notable short float. That short float, guys, is around 21.3%, just under 22%. And they're on watch here. Last week, we know these plays or these names are very much in play after Donald Trump threatened China with significant tariffs. We know rare earths are a huge bargaining chip between the two countries with these tariff negotiations, so that's certainly going to be on watch still. Last but not least, PLUG, Plug Power, another one with a larger market cap here in the low single-digit billions. They do have a catalyst today, getting their price target nearly doubled by Susquehanna from $1.80 to $3.50. Plug Power also with a notable short float around 34%. Guys, back to you.
All right. Yeah, there comes the market coming back in, right? It's just a matter of time. We weren't patient enough, and then didn't take the third opportunity. Now you're back into the volume weighted average price there on the TQs.
So do you like going short now, or do you like to go long on the
I'm short. I think it's short. I think that was a recovery rally. We tried a couple attempts on the long on Tesla. It wasn't working, and now it's starting to sell a bit lower. So not the hottest start this morning, but I mean it's earlier in the week and it's still early days in my opinion. So we got a lot of time. Let's see if we can find something else. We were rocking and rolling on Thursday and Friday, so I'm not surprised by this.
We have a huge trade here.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're $4 in the money right now.
On AMD?
Yeah, we just stuck with our guns on advanced micro devices, man. I mean, we never got stopped at one time here at all. We just averaged it up. We believed in it. It was, iffy there about 10 o'clock when the market ripped, but now you're seeing a nice move down. Let me just double check what the situation is with Broadcom here again, because I have not hated this level on Broadcom, and that was, of course, this 350 level. So that could be a play.
There it goes. Now it's tanking.
Yes, dude. Now it's $4 right now in the money on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good move there, as we'll just continue to wait to see. Okay, I got to take some more out. Is there any news that's just hit, Adara, about anything here?
I have to get up because you're doing the trade pool thing, but I can check X.
Oh, yeah. No worries. Okay, no worries, Adara. There's a lot going on, and eventually we'll find out about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The market.
Oh, no, not that. No, I don't care about that. I have no idea what's going on over here. I know Mitch is coming through in a couple minutes as well. But there's the move to the downside right now. The market is finally cranking a little bit lower. Unfortunately, we got taken out of our Amazon. But no Amazon, no cry. We should have this on, but we don't have it. And you know what else is getting kicked right now? Crypt. Is getting hit. No news. Okay, so nice move down there for crypto as well, as we're starting to rock and roll here. I mean, yeah, we have the news feed up. I'm not really seeing anything right now, but it is a downside play. Finally, the market's starting to go. There goes IBIT. Nice downside play in AMD, man. This is the trade for me today. It's all over the note. We'll wait to see if it's, again, if we do get any news on anything right here. Double check in on the market real quick right now, what you guys want us to trade with. BBAI, we've already talked about 850, man. Congratulations, as we'll floss that one up off as well. Is this zoomed in? Is that why? Let me zoom this back out. There you go. SMR CRML. Oh, you know what was moving today as well? LAC MP. Okay, so a lot of the names that we always look at, Oklo's 170 right now. Okay, that seems a little okay to Oklo, because that is an absolute monster mash of a play right there for OK.
Is that season 2 for the monster mash?
It is. You in the mash? She's in the monster mash.
Do the mash. Do the monster mash.
Do the graveyard smash.
I mean, some good stuff there. All right, hold on here. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. We're starting to cook up a little bit there in Tesla long off of some indecision prints. Maybe we get a little bit of a bounce in the overall market here, Sean. Looking for that move back in towards the volume-weighted average price. We didn't start too hot this morning, but now we're going to start rocking and rolling here on TSLL. So, yeah, let's look for a move there. Money in the bank. Yeah, not quite yet, Shorty, what you drank. There we go. So there it is, Katina, man. We're getting 10 cents. There it is, 20 cents on at TSLL. So we're looking for that move back into VWAP, and then that's when we're going to start to piece it out there. But it's been a rocky start, a lot going on, off the routine. But that doesn't matter, because we will grind back, and we will get to exactly where we need to be. And there it is, Katina, man. A nice little move. Let's take a little bit off there. We're still red on the day. That's okay. But we're gonna get it rocking and rolling. We take a little bit off, just 10% on Tesla, to see if we're gonna get a nice bounce in this market. Even though the SPY is heading towards some key support levels right now, guys. Oh yeah, NVDA is tanking. This is what I was talking about. AMD, it was only a matter of a time. So what I think what was going on, a cover rally out of the open, and then sure enough, you're getting that additional fade, the continuation. I think that the momentum and the selling strength was too strong on Friday for it to just be completely phased out on today's session.
Yeah, all good.
I don't know how you feel about that.
No, I feel, I mean, look, I've only had shorts, right? So I'm kind of the same way. I am believing that there is a short here. Nothing's really kicking too much on the scanner rate here. This is an e-signal scanner that I have with the hot list. They've got we've got AMZN, we've got USAR printing here, we've got Rigetti up 14%, we've got Plug Power up 14%, we've got the biggest and the baddest of them all, Palantir flat, Nvidia up 3 points right now as well, Robinhood up flat, QBTS up 11, so some of these names remain strong. Let's go hear from them. What's up, Mitch?
What's going on, guys? Of course, want to tell you guys about Trade the Pool. Trade the Pool is always about limited risk, and we're doing a special giveaway today. So if you guys look in the description right now, I'm talking to you right there. Hit that description, hit the link so that you guys join on the giveaways. Of course, we're going to be giving some accounts and some different giveaways, and this will be announced at the closing show towards 3:45. So you want to be there, don't miss it. And like always, guys, hit the like. Trade the Pool is here to help you guys with limited risk, and we're getting after it. Of course, you guys can be taking a look, whether you're a swing trader, day trader. This is what you want to be looking at, of course. If you need buying power, well, for those new traders also that are looking to trade often, this is the place to be. And for, let's say if you're a short trader and you're looking for ways to short stocks, but running into the whole borrow issue and you're newer to shorts, well, this is also a way for you to get after it and start trading today. So take a look. Of course, Trade the Pool is here to help you guys get the limited risk you're looking for, the capital you need, and of course, the profits we're all trying to grab.
I didn't know that I'm live. Okay.
You're live, you're live. Grab them.
You hear me, guys? How you doing, everybody? I'm Michael. Thanks. It's incredible to be in the studio, Sean, you know, and Mitch. I mean, good day. Thanks for that. So let's talk a little bit about trading. We are actually doing a competition, a live competition that you probably heard of, beating Bill Ackman. And today we traded for the best P&L. So I'll go over a few trades that I did. Obviously, it's a simulator account. It's a competition. So no worries about that. Only up by $700, which is probably not enough to beat this competition. I'm guessing the guys at home are trading very heavily. But I'll go over a few trades that I did. We can, I guess, learn from a few of those. So first of all, I took a long on AMD at the bottom pre-market, a few minutes before the opening bell, when the price dropped nicely, reached that support level. You can see it very easily here. So we're talking about this area of 215.30, the close of the gap also of yesterday after market, and the bounce pretty easily all the way to the next resistance level at around 224. I didn't catch that short. Did you catch that, Sean? Did you take that short?
So I was going the other way than you, Michelle. There. Is it Michelle or Michael, or what do you prefer?
Michael?
Michael, perfect. Okay, there we go. Because before I was like, oh, these guys are French, but they're not French at all. No, I like that. I like that call. My only problem with that long here at the beginning of the day is that I was already sort of thinking short.
Yeah.
So I think that once you have a certain bias, you go one way. But for me, it's a short there on advanced micro devices. And again, the reason why I liked it was we come right back in. Similar to what you were thinking there, you do get some pre-market bottoms that potentially was going to hit. And you know, that bottom wick, I like that stock. But for me, Michael, I really like this 224 area. Pre-market highs, we bounced off there a couple times. We almost got stopped out, but right now $4 in the money on this AMD trade. So you put on AMD. What else do you have on today?
Yeah, so that was one. I took ELBM, which is a penny stock, right? So probably a lot of guys are a fan of penny stocks, so I took that long. Also pre-market, it was a nice bounce all the way to the 520 drop. I added a little bit more here, and I closed it a few minutes ago. So if I go back to that, that's it. Yeah.
So what? Do you ever look at short float on stocks like that? Do you look at percent short? Is there a certain indicator, Michael, that maybe you use to find those plays? I mean, obviously we get them off scanners with volume, but is there any sort of a technical area other than that support that you showed? Do you use moving averages or anything like that?
Yeah, so first thing that I'm looking for obviously is the flow chart. But besides that, you can see I'm looking at the 1/8, the hourly chart right here. So when I bought it at the first time at 348-ish, it was a classic cup or a classic bull flag, right? You can say that. But either way, you go to a 15-second chart, for example, or a 5-second chart, and you can see the pump. You can easily see the momentum starting to increase. And this is exactly when you want to jump in, especially when it comes to those small caps, because at the end of the day, it's all about pumping, and then obviously the dump later on. So whenever you look at the chart, and this is the best possible way for you to understand if you want to jump in, either level 2 or just look at the candles, you will see the pace, the increase in pace and the momentum, and then you understand if you want to go in and a classic technical formation on the hourly chart.
I see, Michael, on your chart there, you have a nice picture of Mitch frozen there, but we've got Mitch live right now. Let's go find his opinion.
Not frozen here, ready to get after it, guys. Looking at MicroVast here. This is, of course, kind of a sympathy play off the QS, right? QuantumScape, kind of a battery player. So looking to see if this can hold the 5 here and get back up to the 540. This one could also be running with that ABAT move. So taking a look at that one's holding right above the $9 spot. So I think these plays are in play today. QS, Microvast, ABAT. So we'll see if these can continue on the upside. Have a pretty good position here right now. It can add a little bit more, but really looking for the drive back through the 540s. This could get up there maybe 560s. Looking for, 50 cents on this. Let's see if we can get it.
Let's keep it on Mitch just for a second here. So, especially on like a competition day or something like that, when people are trying to, not just beat Ackman, but whatever, hit some of their goals and things like that. Are you a guy that will hold multiple positions at once, or you'll just focus on the one position that you have, and then once that's either hit or stopped out or whatever winds up happening, then you'll look for something else, or are you a guy that will hold 3 or 4 positions, just whatever sets up?
Yeah, I'm all about holding what's working. Right? So I think that's the important thing. If you want to open up multiple positions, that's fine, but make sure that you're focusing first, right? When you have, let's say, 5 positions, I don't look at what's green, I look at what's red, right? Because those are the ones that I want to focus first to see if I want to hold on to this position or not, right? Because one of the things in the competition account, you can take hits because you have a lot of money. So take the hit, cut it early, look for the winners to work for you, and add to those winners in a competition account is really how you win in a competition account. But you notice I said add to winners there, not add to the loser. If you're adding to the loser,
that's what I've been doing wrong.
That's the recipe for disaster.
Oh, okay. I mean, 22, 24 years, whatever I have. That's the recipe, Mitch. Okay. No, but 100%. And we have a $5 winner right now on advanced micro devices. And I think you're right. Sometimes I focus too much, for myself, Joe, is focusing a little bit too much on the winners. And I actually like that advice from Mitch, because if I just let this thing bleed a little bit, because it was what we were thinking about, look at all these outs we have at the bottom. Once you get to hit certain levels, then I think that's when you start to focus on taking the outs, and you can save a lot of P&L just by being more focused and trading that way. And I actually, the only stock we've lost on, well, we lost on Amazon, but Amazon is fine now. It's actually starting to bleed a little bit down there. Amazon just touched 220.40 on that dump. But I got right back in, Joe, into the TQs here as we get back into the market. I was trying to use the 50 period as our level, so we're not going to get into a whole bunch of this. I explained to you I had a pretty decent position the first time and got hit right there when we got out on the 50 period. So now I'm just trying to see if, now that we're trading underneath it, will we respect that? So a break here through 50 is my stop on the futures there, Joe. So anything you're working with, and we can go back to Michael.
We're working on some Google to see if we can get a little bit of a balance here through the volume weighted average price. That Tesla trade was nice, but we just got out at the wrong time and stopped break even in there enough. Sure enough, we caught the bottom, we take some off, and then it comes back against us, so we got out of that. But yeah, this trade is really starting to work there, guys. As you're punching through some key resistance zones, you can see TSLL up almost 6%. That's going to put Tesla up around 3% on the session. So not a horrible look there. So yeah, that's really what I'm working on to see if we can get a bounce in the market. There's a couple names that are attractive to me right now around some lows and some key resistance zones. That's going to be the likes of IBIT, and there goes Tesla. Wow, what a monster move in Tesla. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to get involved in a little bit of IBIT as well too off of these lows to see if we can punch through the volume weighted average price. Wow, Tesla. There must be some news coming in because the volume is really starting to pick up. Google not doing too much. Adair, let us know if you find anything, but man, oh man, what a missed opportunity. I was talking about the price.
There is no news, guys. Okay. I am sorry. It just looks like a breakout.
All right, cool. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we were looking for the breakout earlier in the session, and now it's coming. It absorbed some liquidity, and there it goes, off to the races. So timing just a little bit off on that one.
Yeah, we are. We're missing out on. I see what you're saying, Scott H. and everybody in the chat. I want to thank everybody for still sticking with us here today, man. I mean, it's been a big day. Lots of views, man. 9,000 and over 1.6K on the likes. We want to thank everybody. Make sure you do hit the like and the subscribe right there. So I don't know, Michael. We just made another mistake right there. We went right back into the same stock again with the futures and just took it out. Thankfully, we didn't have too many, shares on this. Is that something that Michael, you'll try to avoid? Like, if you take a couple hits on a stock, will you then maybe forget about that or put it on the back burner, or will you stick with those names?
Yeah, for sure. It all depends on the technical aspect of it, right? Okay. For example, I took the QS before. I took a short on that. I took a hit. I took that from here, and actually it took that stop loss. But I missed the next opportunity. I'm still watching it right now. If we'll get to that area of 18, it might be possible to short it again, but it looks pretty strong. For me, it's about the technical. So if I see a setup that is ready to go, I will take it even if it's the third time, obviously with a tighter stop and better risk management.
Okay, anything else you're working with now? Because we talked about the QS trade again with Mitch over there. Right now, I only have AMD. Joe has Tesla. And IBIT. You have everything right now. Oh, another question I want to ask you too, Michael or Mitch. Do you guys ever trade the triple levered products or the TSLL? We saw Joe trading there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I looked at first when I saw that Tesla move. I look at TSLL all the time, especially because we are capital induced, right? We're focused on capital. Might as well go and use that in the day trade. Definitely not a swing trade vehicle, but I'd look at them in the day trade. I think they're perfect vehicles. And that stock made the classic move, right? I talk about this too many times, guys. They dip them before they rip them. Yeah. Look at that hammer candle there. That's why when you're in this and you're building up your position, you need to look for that liquidity sweep and then the move higher. There was the liquidity. I'm sure there was some stops right there around the 1870s. They got triggered and boom, it goes higher.
Okay. Yeah, I like that, Mitch. We talk about it all the time, just not using the leveraged vehicles as swing trading and long-term investments. Did you want to touch on that a little bit more as to why we know about the decay and the rebalancing and everything along those lines? But another opinion would be fantastic.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you know, they're made for a reason, right? Yeah. These were made to leverage in the day trade, right? To get as much return in the intraday action as you could. Right? Another thing to keep in mind is liquidity with these. Sometimes you'll see bigger spreads in these. Those are the ones I stay away. They need to be liquid. The spread needs to be a penny or two. It shouldn't be splitting up higher than that. If it is, just go trade the actual vehicle.
Exactly.
And then that way you can at least give yourself a little bit more room with smaller share size. What I do see a lot is they'll go into the leverage name, but they go too big. And then they don't give themselves the size on the chart. So also, if you're in these leverage name, you should also keep the real stock, like let's say Tesla on the side of it, so that you can see those levels, know how they coexist with the levels that you're looking at. And then that way you cannot get overburned because you just went too fast. That's what I see happen on these leverage names. You got to stay small. Look for the bigger move.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that you pointed out is just stick with them from an intraday standpoint. We use the example of CoinL and Coinbase itself when Coin fell 30% or whatever it was off those highs. And then you look at the actual leverage derivative of it, it's down 60%. And that's why you don't want to hold on to these names for long durations or even for swing trading. I mean, like, for a couple of days if you're just holding some as a runner, but other than that, I would completely avoid them as investment vehicles. I don't think they're used for that. But yeah, we're ready for the ad.
All right.
Okay, we're not ready for it.
I just want to share another, so we have critical metals here. So this is a story right now. Critical metal shares are trading higher after Black Box Stocks merger target, right? So intent for 10-year offtake agreement, company 15% of its production from the Tan Breeze project. So there goes CRML. Absolutely ripping to the high side as well here right now today. Look how CRML loved the 50-period moving average, man. So if we get any pulls back into 20 bucks, I think we like that name there for sure with CRML. So I think those are really great tips with the levered products. I mean, you know, I'm using one with the TQs. Again, the QQQ is $600 or $700. So to go to Mitch's point about saving some capital and whatnot, you know, instead of trading the Qs, you can go ahead and trade TQQ, and the same thing, of course, with TSLL. Okay, I don't know which way everybody's thinking right now, but I mean, the market has been a little roller coastery to start the day. I mean, we had that huge move up sort of that wound up happening. Then, I just closed it. There, let me get it for you in 1 second there, Andre. But you had a nice move up. You know, obviously in the pre-market there, as we get that Broadcom news, then as the market falls back in off the open, you basically make pre-market lows, which is what I was talking to Michael about right there, that you ran right into these pre-market lows and then got right back up. And then we kind of took out, which is why we wound up losing actually on the TQs, because we wind up taking out that level right there, which was the pre-market high. Then we hovered around, then we made a move, came back in. Now we're making the next move. Is the next move lower? I sure hope so, as we are still holding on to the AMD short. But right now, women can change and empower the world. If we empower them, you can make this happen with Woman Boss. They train and mentor women and girls across Africa to lead, innovate, and to thrive. This has been happening since 2018. We've reached over 10,000 women and girls, and your donation today can help launch the next great entrepreneur. Please, everybody, scan that QR code on your screen now and join us in building, obviously, a brighter future. So we want to thank Women Boss for that. And we talk about a Woman Boss. Women Boss CEO led Lisa Su. Right here. So a nice move downside in the stock, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. But there you go, man. CEO changing the world right now. Nice move to the downside. And yeah, we'll take Mitch and Michael. We'll take $5 right there on this trade as AMD continues to bleed lower. And some of you guys were asking, Michael and Mitch, Mitch has already talked about it as well, so is Michael. They're just on the demo account for this, show you guys some trading because they are in the competition mode. Both Joe and I right now are throwing around that good into this market right here as well. So Michael, what you got going on right there? It looks like you got some good technical indicators going. Talk a bit about that.
Yes, I'm looking at the Nasdaq, the E-mini Nasdaq, of course, on a 1 minute chart. So if you go back a little bit, you can easily see that it's trapped, right, between two major levels, the 24,700 and all the way up to the 25,000. So basically, as long as we're in that range, it will be harder to find a major move. But if it will go to that 25,000 area, that will be a classic short, unless it will come with a massive momentum to the upside. But generally speaking, it makes sense that we will see a short option for short is either the Nasdaq or all the big names. On the other side, if it will drop to the 24,700, that will be a classic long. So you can go to the top 7 and try to find that buy the dip area. So this is me for now. I'm just waiting for that liquidity area. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. Just waiting for that.
Okay. Nothing wrong with patience. We talk about patience being king all the time, Mike.
Absolutely. So with this trading competition that you guys have going on, do you have the ability to swing your positions, or is it just from an intraday standpoint?
So this competition specifically is day trading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, interesting stuff. Good stuff there. Yeah. There. Not too bad. So yeah, get out of the positions by the end of the day. There's Google. We're starting to climb a little bit here. If we can break through VWAP, a lot of indecisions south of the volume weighted average price. So we have a seller at 241. 1 second there. Sector watch on with the Dara momentarily, but I want to take a look at Google's options chain and what we got going on at that 241 level, because we're continuously rejecting it. So on this week's expiration, nothing substantial, 11,200 contracts at that 240 strike price, and then 2,000 also traded, but that's acting as a pretty strong resistance zone right there. But Adair, what do you got for us?
What I have is a very, very green sector board. Electronic technology leading the way. We've got Broadcom up more than 10% on an OpenAI deal, but Arista Networks, Qualcomm, Nvidia all looking pretty good here as well. Technology services being led to the upside by a 5% move in Oracle. Those ServiceNow also up about 3%. Palo Alto Networks got an upgrade this morning. They're looking quite nice today as well. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and Citigroup, all three are reporting this tomorrow morning, and all three are leading the finance sector to the upside. Retail trade here, Amazon and Home Depot looking good. Producer manufacturing, consumer durables, transportation, utilities, energy, minerals, process industries, and consumer services all strong. Let's talk about the two more lagging sectors here today. Consumer non-durables right across the board. Monster down quite significantly here. MNST down about 2.5%. I couldn't find any news on this, but be aware. Health technology here. Eli Lilly slightly to the downside. Abbott and Merck also weaker. Long story short, though, if you're not consumer non-durables or health technology, you're probably green. Back to you.
I mean, I was looking at that sector board as well, and I was thinking the same sort of thing. That was looking like very green day as we battle back today from that down. What was the Nasdaq down 2.5 or so at the close on Friday?
Yeah, 3%.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So battling back now, getting some of that now up 1.8%. I really liked what Michael was talking about there, waiting for key levels. And I mean, we were waiting. I'm sitting right here, like I have an offer at 102.88. Looks like we went to 102. I was just trying to play off of those highs, but look, we tried to go short there, and it is all about timing because here comes the market, boom, to the downside. Obviously, our AMD trade continues to go downside there as well. You know, a name, GE Vernova. Look, I mean, we talked a little bit about Oracle earlier, but you know, some of these, again, like other names, right? Like some power names here. This did have a move down. It's almost made it all back. I was actually hoping to get some long on GE Vernova if we ever got back into some of these downsides, but that doesn't look like that's happening there today either. Oracle's another name where, again, you're looking at data side of it, you're looking at the server side, you know, TikTok, whatnot. Apparently they are going to be the ones that grab that TikTok deal whenever that's officially announced. I don't even believe we've been announced on that yet. Why isn't this moving over? I have no idea. But right into here, waiting to see that. That might have been the dip you had for Oracle down in there in the 275 and change. So again, I really kind of like those positions coming through there on Oracle. Just another name that many traders are looking at. Oklo, SMR. We saw SMR. I actually got out of some SMR positions there on it might have been mid last week. I don't think I didn't do it at home. So on SMR, as we made some new moves up into that 43, 44 area. But this looks like it's still going to be pretty hot. The name that's given back a little bit, but it was up earlier, is Robinhood. Now back into 138 again. Yeah, so yeah, actually, no, Joe. I don't know if you've seen this name, but Robinhood right here. Yeah. We're looking for shorts, and we talked about, you know, potentially getting away from some of the tech names, but there goes Robinhood there today to the downside. I know Mitch, who's still over at the desk over there, was looking at SoFi. So we got one. Okay, Mitch. So SoFi, I guess not one because you were looking long, or did you flip short?
No, SoFi's a goner, but we got Microvast still, but GWH here off of the 7 buy here. So was looking for this to get a nice little booster. We're just looking, using the gainers and losers list right on my platform. There's the push, and it looks like we're going to a halter, baby.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's go. GWH. Okay, let's have a quick look at that one as well. So again, yeah, going into the halt band.
Shares, let's get it.
All right, this guy's got 65 cents over there, 20 grand shares. Good little trade there. So let's wind up figuring out what's going on with GVH. Nice move. Sorry, GWH, my bad. As that is now halted right there. And it looks like, we'll go over to Adara. Adara, you have the story on S-Tech Inc. right now? Yeah, she's going to get 2 seconds right now. 62 million shares right now halted to the upside. Yep.
So this is a second day mover. This is not a story from today. I did remember the stock moving on Friday as well. So on Thursday night, they announced an agreement with the Salt River project to add 5 megawatt, 50 megawatt hour battery systems to their grid in Florence, Arizona. So this is another battery kind of related catalyst here. But again, this one is from Thursday evening, day 2 runner, GWH or S-Tech. Back to you.
Yeah, S-Tech. Okay, great one. Yeah, we weren't here Thursday, Friday of last week, but there it goes. Yeah, you see a 2-day continuation play into the third today, now breaking higher. So good catch there. And as Mitch mentioned there, showed up on the scanners, right? You got to hit scanners. You got to make sure that you are all over that. I cannot, honestly, as the market falls down, whatever, man. This short would be good, and so would Amazon, but it's all about timing, right? Look where Amazon is right now, Joe.
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me we were shorting at 220 right there.
Yeah.
Just stopped out for pennies both times. And small hits, but the gains would be real if we were in those. You could see they were $5 right now, holding on to this other name here with AMD. It's 10:50 right now, so 10 more minutes. We'll go over. We got Obi and we've got Sharif joining, and we'll have Michael and Mitch just flying in there as, you know, as they see fit, as the story continues. But yeah, there goes Amazon. Damn, man. I mean, right into here. There goes 219, trying to take out some levels. These could be bids, but I'm short, man. I'm short the market right now with AMD as that's getting spicier and spicier, as that's trying to go lower. And honestly, man, that Q's trade, we should have got back into that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Off that. I know you were kind of double barrel long there for a little bit, but now the market's really coming back in here, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is what I was talking about earlier in the session. I just get out break even there on Google. It's chopping around, VWAP, and lots of indecision, but the market market is starting to come back in, as Sean just mentioned. And that's what I was thinking earlier in the morning. I'm like, hey, fade. You just had to be patient enough to wait for that rally, and then sure enough, you're heading towards some key support levels right now. So keep an eye out on that. We tempted along on Bitcoin. It went right into VWAP, and it didn't work out. So we get out of that trade there. So we'll continuously look for something. I mean, I think there's going to be plenty of opportunities. If we do crack 101.73 here on the TQs, then I think we have a pretty good opportunity of heading towards some of these pre-market lows and even towards the low of the day. So support level right there, and it's just this gap up. It's going to be a grind. It's going to be a grind after this gap up. So blue ocean traders, you get this move, and then sure enough, I think at some point throughout the session, we're going to fill a little bit more of this gap. So patience is key on this. You get in closer at the volume weighted average price, and then maybe it just might be of a grinder of a day to the downside there. Adair, what do you got for us?
Here's the US dollar, which is actually continuing to look really strong after basing out here in mid-September. This is the same pattern that we saw last year, guys, if you recall, where we had some weakness or some choppiness in the US dollar. Then heading into the end of September and then through the rest of the year, we have a lot of strength. Let's see if the US dollar can kind of replicate that run that we had at the end of last year. As of right now, it is poised to, I guess, compete with that type of move. Now, I do want to say here with regards to news today in the economic space, there really isn't very much. Tomorrow, we actually do have commentary coming from Fed Chair Powell, but we don't have any economic numbers to watch for the next couple of days. Again, the government is shut down. It is worth noting CPI was initially scheduled to be released on Wednesday. However, last week, the Bureau of Labor Statistics announced that that number will be released on Friday, October 24th. So CPI on Wednesday, not likely to happen. I do want to mention, though, at 12:55 p.m., we have a new Fed governor, or not Fed governor, but Fed president, Fed speaker, Anna Paulson, A. Paulson. You can check this out on X at TTV Research. It's going to be posted in about 20 minutes. It's been pre-scheduled, but prepare for a new Fed speaker. I guess give her a warm welcome there, 12:55 p.m., replacing Patrick Hark here. We have the new president of the Philly Fed Bank. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff there.
Right. I am appalled by a Paulson right there, but no, that's great. Great. It's nice to see the Fed getting all sorted out, obviously, as we continue to make lows. So in the market anyways, right now, lows of the intraday, I mean, we do have that very bottom low that was made right off the open. So that would be another level to look at. We do take another piece out there on AMD. I wanted to talk to you about Bitcoin now, Joe, because there we go, man. We are starting to break lower. Trump is planning a lunch with Zelensky on Friday. Okay. I just heard it in my ear. So I don't think that's going to affect anything in all this space. But anyway, there's a downside play there. We're going to have to go over to Mitch quickly and see what he's up to. Go to the screen. There it is. Is that GWH? All right, I'll call it up. Get that man a mic. I'll do the work for this guy right here. 784, 785, $9. Let's just have a quick look at GWH right now, and we're going to get a mic on him. That was just like, go to Mitch. And I was like, oh, no. All right, so this is what it looks like here. S Technology. Adair's already brought this to our, look and said this was a 2-day runner, and it is. So there it goes, gapping a little bit higher, 950, looking like some good areas right there. $10, 950 coming into play right there. But so far so good. Oh no, Mitch, right now there's a fallout on this one, just like the Fallout Boys. This looks like this is coming back in 750, 749 right now. So when Mitch is ready, I want to know what your exit plan. If he is not ready, when Mitch is ready, I want to find out what that plan was there, if it's still intact, and what we're looking at. So anyways, IBIT. Let me just have a quick little look at the crypto space in general. But first, let's go find out. I saw the request on the chat. Let's go find out. Bye-bye, GWH, by the way. It's not doing good. Let's find out who's making money right now.
I thought it was What's for Lunch.
I want to do What's for Lunch in a minute, my guy. Right. This is what made money on Friday. So we weren't in. No. This could have been Joe. This could have been Obi. Who knows? $41,000 from somebody trading Amex and Nasdaq. Then we have Amex, Chicago, New York, and Nasdaq. These are the three markets. And this is not simulated money, my friends. This is US dollar, cash money, Amex, Nasdaq, Canada. Shout out to our European. Look at this trader, Joe. You want to talk about a busy trader. Amex, Amsterdam, Copenhagen, LSE, Milan, Nasdaq. Slow down, my guy. New York.
I know who that is.
Do you? You know someone that made $10 10 Gs.
I do.
All right, good job there, man. And we like that. The 10G club, we say hats off.
That's crazy.
To you right there. So a nice little move there. Yeah, and again, you know, make sure that you're in all of the games right now. Sorry, I was trying to find out IBIT right there. Nice move down in, breaking through 114 right now. You looking to pick up any IBIT down here? You got any key levels? Or you got
yeah. I want to get back in. So I was telling you guys earlier about just me releasing some of the contracts. I'm getting back in. Anything south of that support level in Bitcoin, I'm going to slowly start to grab a little bit more. Am I going to go via contracts? No, because the at the money is relatively high on this. I wanted a little bit more subdued, 52.6%. I mean, I can buy these contracts around 35% roughly at the money IV. So those 66 strike prices, my average price was $8.71. They're now trading at $9. I sold them at $11.30. So thank God we got out of that one. Otherwise, again, you can't allow a four-figure trade turn to a negative trade. So we got out of that one there at $66. So that's the strike price I'm looking at there, Katina, man. Anything south of the support, I'm going to get involved with some more Bitcoin for sure, for a potential swing. I think shares is the route. There's always a time and a place to go contracts, and right now when the volatility is stepping in, I would suggest to not buy the contracts. But there goes the TQs, Katina, man. We're right at those pre-market lows. We were talking about it, potential double top on the daily, on the intraday session, and then now you're at that 101. So hey, only a matter of time, I think, until we snap and start filling that gap that we were referring to from the overnight trading. So yeah, nice look there, $6 there on AMD. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And then we have the likes of NVDA trading down to 186 as well too. But guys, I mean, we already know what's for lunch. It's nothing because there's no caters. It's a Canadian holiday, so we don't got anything along those lines. So I'm waiting for another attempt on the TQ short. We took 2 stabs at it. We go 0 for 2. We're at 2 strikes. Now we're still at the plate with 1 more. Let's see if we can get something rolling there.
Yeah, no, good call on that one. I think the Trade the Pool guys want to take us out for lunch.
Okay.
So we might get something there, but yeah, I didn't want to say.
There's not much open, man. There's not much open.
No, there's some restaurants are open.
Are they?
Yeah. On Thanksgiving? Yeah, for sure.
All right.
The place beside us, for sure. Here we go. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. This was last night's dinner. Family came over. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to my wife cooking up the bird there. We got some jalapenos going on as well. Great, great times there in the Katina household there yesterday. You guys, you meet the folks or anything for?
I went to my grandma's yesterday. Oh, nice. Yeah. So nice. I cooked up a bird for her. Threw it on the barbecue, some vegetables and some rice, and
Sweet,
I brought
her
some stuff.
Yeah, I love that. Stuffing, you a fan or not?
I don't mind it, but it's not my go-to.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm not a big stuffing guy. Yeah.
Gravy guy?
Oh yeah, of course. You got it on the mash and the turkey. You got.
I almost asked you a question that was ridiculous.
Wait, go ahead, ask it.
I had this great pumpkin and pecan pie.
Yeah, no. But see, the thing, a lot of people are telling me a couple bites of pumpkin pie and you're sick of it. I don't know how.
Yeah. It's a very
yeah.
It's a very seasonal.
It's a seasonal thing, right?
Yeah,
you get your fix. And
well, have you had pumpkin spice ever? Like the pumpkin
like the lattes?
Yeah,
no.
It just basically tastes like that.
It does it? Yeah, no, I've never had the pie or anything.
What about pumpkin seeds when you're carving Halloween?
No, I don't roast those or anything.
Oh yeah, that's
I just like, when you're carving a pumpkin, you just like getting all the goo on your hands.
Oh my God, Dan McIsaac in the chat. Yes, man, cranberry in the can. That was one that my wife will not have fresh cranberries. Okay. You got to go get the ocean spray. It's got to go in the can, onto the plate like in can form.
All right.
I don't know. She likes it. I like
cranberries.
it.
All right.
The cranberries,
all right.
The ocean spray there.
All right.
And then,
with the turkey.
Yeah, everything else homemade, right? But the cranberry has to be. That's very, very specific.
So what size do you got going on?
Size of cranberry?
No. With your Thanksgiving dinners, you got the turkey. What
everything,
kind of size
man.
are we
sides.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We make always a fresh salad. We always have a sort of a fresh salad there. We've got mashed potatoes.
Okay.
We've got my wife made a mac and cheese.
Bang.
Yeah, so we got homemade mac and cheese yesterday, stuffing, homemade gravy to go with it with the drippings and everything like that. We have The cranberry, I'm missing one side as well. The stuffing. Oh, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you said the
said that already.
Double up on the mash.
We had an apple crumble.
Okay.
So that's kind of like a pie.
So what about some roasted vegetables? You got the carrots,
my bad.
Carrots
roasted
and everything.
carrots.
There we go. You got to get the carrots.
Roasted carrots, and cut up a little bit of jalapeno there, throwing on top of the salad. So yeah, roasted carrots. My bad.
You're gonna get the roasted carrots.
Yeah, we had the roasted. I should take a picture of the whole spread.
And you should have.
And then some sourdough bread on the side there.
That's my favorite. If I'm going with the bread.
She's got a long loaf there, the French baguette.
Okay,
but
nice.
Sourdough had that with a little dip action there, dipping it, using it with obviously some of the gravy, and just scooping that all up there with the turkey, the big combo going on there. And then I always I think it might be my Italian side. I said I don't know if that's true or not, but the salad. You
got to go with this. You can't
always
go
got to
wrong
have
with
some kind of a salad there.
The ensalada
on the side. So, all right, thanks, man. Yeah, that was absolutely great. So we want to thank everybody. We want to thank Trade the Pool. Stay tuned, man. Mitch is going to be here throughout the show, talking about a few different things as we work on what the plan is. But Joe, thanks again, man. If Neil's not doing too well, promise me you'll be back tomorrow.
I promise.
Okay, well,
as long as I'm allowed to.
I shall hold you to that. All right, thank you, everybody. It's now the Midday Madness as we rotate hosts again, but now we've got Obi and Sharif. So that's something that people are familiar with.
Switch it up.
All right, Joe, thanks for that, man. We had a great show. We're still $6 in the money on AMD.
You're going to the Leafs game.
Yes. Oh, where's my...
Let's see the tickets there.
Hold on. Oh, the tickets. We're sitting in Roller Bowl. No, hold on. I got this going on right here. Where's my jersey? Oh, here it is right here. Yeah, we've got the... Get out of here, jacket. We've got the Leaf jersey.
Okay. Who is it?
Nobody. I got
nobody. All right, that's good.
There's nobody on here.
We don't want to.
We've got an early little Thanksgiving Leaf. My brother, who I thought would be here right now.
Where is he? Is he late? Fashionably late?
I don't know what this guy's doing.
Okay.
But there it is right here. So yeah, we're going to the Leaf game. We're ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
And then we're going to hang out, check if we can see some of the Jays game. I know these guys are going over there. All right, without any further ado, thanks, Joe. It was a great time here today. We say go Leafs go. We've got $6 on AMD. We're ready to rock and roll. It's the Midday Madness. Let's throw it over there.